Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and joining us on Cooper's Thai Adventures with myself and Mr. Brooke Schneider. Thank you very much, Brooke, for coming on and joining us. It is ultra early for us today as we had our meet and greet last night at Fraser's. About 50 people turned up. So
Good turnout.
fantastic. And I'd say probably about half of them were new.
Yes, quite a few new faces. Met a lot of new
lot of
guys,
new
a lot
faces.
of nice chats.
Yeah.
Everybody was happy.
Everybody was happy. The girls had an absolute blast.
Oh yes,
They got pretty drunk, I must admit.
oh
Yes, they did. Darlene came home last night. She's like, "Babe, I'm drunk. Babe, I'm drunk." I'm like, "I know you're drunk. Let's go to sleep. We got a live stream to do tomorrow morning." And she's like, "But I want to talk. I'm awake." I'm like, "Oh, you want to come on the live stream with me?" She's like, "No, no, 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 no." You know. And no, it was a fantastic night. Um, a lot of regulars there. Give them a shout out to Malcolm, to Tony Montana, to
Baba.
Bubba the Man, yeah, and quite a few others. Dennis was there last night
Mark
with his
was
wife,
there.
Mark. So had an absolute fantastic night. Thank you for all those regulars that turned up, and sorry if I didn't shout your name out. And a lot of new ones there. And Throckmorton, she
Yes.
finally sold her house, and she was here in Thailand for the very
Thailand.
first time. Never been in Thailand before. Been here 10 days, and she's absolutely loving it.
Good.
She's staying in one of the Rivieras. I'm not going to say which one. That's her personal info. And she says it's fantastic condominium complex. She loves that one.
Good.
Loves all the amenities there. So yeah, we had a fantastic night, and I look forward. Myself, Brooke, and Darlene and Jackie would look forward to meeting all of you that are watching our show in the future. So come one, come all to our meet and greets, and let's have a blast together.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always great meeting new people and putting names to faces for the first time.
Good to see the girls having fun too.
Oh, they have a blast.
The boys sure have fun.
Yeah, we have fun watching the girls, don't we? So yeah, absolutely great time. Now let's get on with a little bit of the news that's happening in Thailand. The Thai government's announced that they're going to be putting a congestion charge in Bangkok because the amount of cars in there, like quite a lot of cities do around the world, like London,
Europe,
for example, they have a congestion charge, and it's going to be 50 baht per day for driving in Bangkok. Not a lot. What's that? $1.70.
And the Thais got to pay that too.
Everybody.
Oh wow.
Thais and foreigners alike. So everybody will be hit with a 50 baht charge, $1.70 to go to Bangkok for the day. I won't sweat that. But the good news that's coming out of Bangkok is the MRT, which is the overhead trains in Bangkok. They're going to have that at a fixed price of 20 baht, no matter where you want to go in Bangkok.
Good deal on that.
20 baht. Yeah. That's about 60 US cents.
Oh, yeah.
And Bangkok, folks, for those that have never been, it is not far behind the size of New York City. You know,
that MRT is state of the art.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. It's super slick, super nice, super clean, and really easy to understand where you're going. They got the maps all over the place at all the MRT stations. Yep. You go like, right, we're here, and it's in English, you know, so you can read it. And so you're here and you want to go there, right? I need to get this train on this platform, and you're there, you know, the MRT train. And it's fantastic.
I've ridden it a few times, but you pay, then you were paying each time to get on. And, you know, so it works out slick if they got a flat rate.
Yeah, flat rate, 20 baht.
I think cheapest I ever paid was 27.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and my wife's just sent me a message here. She's our channel moderator in the room, the other side of the screen here. And next meet and greet is going to be on the 12th of November.
Okay.
And normally we have it the fourth Tuesday of every month. This time we're going to have it on the 12th for November 12th because we have to prepare to have dental surgery on the 14th. So we're going to have stitches and implants in our mouth, and mouths are going to be swollen up. We ain't no place to be, you know, talking to anybody. So for next month only, and we will put it on the Facebook group, folks.
Sure,
It's going to
post
be the 12th of November, and also they're going to give us meds and all that because our operation is on November 22nd.
22nd. Okay.
Yeah. So
so you have 10 days to recuperate.
Exactly.
But
no, we're going to make it a little
greet.
bit early. So yeah, we'll keep you posted if that date changes at all. But for right now, we're sort of penciling it in with Fraser's for the 12th.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's fantastic with MRT, the way it's going. 20 baht, super cheap. Tourists are going to love that and eat it up. Trying to get around in Bangkok in a taxi is a nightmare.
Yeah. Traffic is crazy there. So we'll see if that 50 baht does anything,
I don't think it will. Yeah. I think everybody's just going to suck it up and pay it. I don't think it's really going to make much difference to the congestion, but they said if it doesn't work, they'll up it.
Yeah.
So that it may end up going to 100 baht or more.
I think New York City or Jersey or something, you want to travel the bridges to go into New York City, you got to pay big money now. And London, I think, has big money.
Yeah, you pay. You pay in London.
50 baht ain't too big here, but we'll see.
But when we were in London last month, when we went on the cruise, Brooke, the traffic was diabolical. So I don't think it makes any difference. I think everybody that has to go is still going to go. It's another tax on the public.
Yeah, build in the fee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's get today's show started and see who we got online.
Malcolm Hawken. Good day, Team Coops. Malcolm was there last night.
Yeah, Malcolm was there in Pattaya. They both had a blast.
Yeah.
People were buying me drinks, and I'm driving, so I don't drink and drive, folks. So I will only have Coke Zero. Several people bought me Jack Daniels and Coke, and I was giving them to Mal. I was like, Mal, here, buddy, you drink them. I can't drink.
What happened? You could slide them my way. I mean, I'll help out.
You were drinking beer.
I'm a team player.
You were drinking beer.
Yeah, a couple beers.
Yeah. So thank you, Mal, for coming on. Glad to see you awake. How's Pattaya doing? How's her head?
Jim Collis, hello from Sydney.
And hello, Jim. Thank you for coming on and joining us this morning.
Captain Action from Tampa
Bay, Florida. Thank you, Captain Action, for coming on and joining us.
Everybody there from Daytona Beach last night. Roger Walker, good morning, good evening, everyone. Roger the Dodger.
And good morning to you, Roger, or good evening, wherever you are, your time of the world.
Greg McInnes, I heard there's a visa office in Soy 6. Is this true? If so, do they have ST and LT services in the back? Asking for a friend, just kidding, I want to know. But anyway, good morning. ST and LT, short-term, long-term?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
No, as far as I'm aware, there is no visa office on Soy 6 in Pattaya. They sell the girly bars.
Okay.
I've never seen a visa agent there.
Black Ops, Big Al, good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
Yeah, he missed last night. What happened to you, Al? Where were you?
Herman was missing too. Alfa Romeo, there he is. Hello, Coopersville gang. Hope everyone is doing well.
And we are. Guys are fine. Girls are hungover.
Jackie got home last night and said, drinking woman is a hard life.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was feeling no pain. Jack Breed did end up seeing the laser Buddha on your side to Bang Saray. On your ride, sorry. Did we end up seeing the laser?
No, I didn't even see it.
Okay.
No, we didn't get a chance to stop at Laser Buddha. We stopped at the coffee shop on the way down.
We did.
And that was a fantastic
coffee Kales.
Shop.
Yeah. That was a nice place.
And then we went to another coffee shop last Sunday with a group of us, about 15 of us. And
heard it was nice too.
Oh, it was fabulous. And the food was fantastic to die for, Brooke. Super cheap. 400 baht for a steak I had.
Right.
And the steak was super tender. It was a sirloin steak. What's that? Under $12 US.
Can't beat that deal.
Oh, it was good.
I was sleeping then. Live and learn with Mike. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Mike.
Rodney, good evening, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene.
Good evening, Rodney. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Scotty Richmond from California. Good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene from California.
My home stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Scotty's getting everything wrapped up to get back to the pool.
And when's he due back out here?
Oh, he's working on things, yeah.
I thought you were in touch with him.
Well, we are through the chat.
Yeah.
I'll get an answer for you next time. Ford Dog, good morning, Mr. Coop, Mr. Schneider. Looks like a beautiful morning over your shoulder. Yes, it is. Greetings to all in the chat.
And it is. It's a beautiful morning, a little bit overcast out there. Looks like it could have a little bit of rain a bit later. Maybe in a couple hours, we might have some drops of rain. But what was it? Two days ago, the Thailand weather station came out with a weather warning for 41 provinces in Thailand for flooding, and also for high winds.
And this is coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jomtien and Pattaya were not part of the warning.
No. We seem to be in a nice isolated area here.
Oh.
In fact, a lot of the rain, whatever, tend to go around us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's
the lucky part of being down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've had, just so everyone knows, we've had more rain here than last year. I know, when you said, "Oh, it's a rainy season," and last year was our first rainy season, and well, that's not a lot of rain.
Yeah.
But we've had probably twice as much this year. But still, it's not, anything outstanding. It's, there's always sun every day.
And just back to back, Jack Bree's comment about the laser Buddha. Now I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the gold Buddha that's on the mountain.
On the mountain.
Yeah, I didn't know that was called laser Buddha.
Oh,
till just now.
Oh,
Darlene
wow.
just sent me a
You
message.
learn something new every day.
But yeah, we've been there a couple of times.
Yes, we have.
They got nice little cafes out there as well. And the girls walked up and we just sat there, me, you, and Ron, wasn't it?
Yep.
Just chilled out and had a nice
Big
coffee.
parking lot, tour buses there. And...
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times. My wife says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yes, please. If you're watching the live stream, even if you're watching on the replay, hit the thumbs up. It really helps support the channel.
Make smile. Jim, hey, Coop, I'm waiting for you and Sean to show more units.
We will be doing that later on today, actually, after the live stream. So I get no time to rest.
No, you were out filming a few days this week.
Oh, man. Wiped out. But yeah, we're going to be out filming shortly after the live stream. I think we're going out at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock this morning to go film some more places, some more condominiums. So people will be pleased with that. And they're rentals. So there you go. Give you a little sneak peek.
In the pool every day, they're asking, where's Coop? I says, he's out working. He's a working man. We're having fun. Robert Pierpont, yes, there is an agent on Soy 6. Forget his name, though. Okay, not an immigration office, an agent.
Yeah, it's not there's only one immigration office here, and that's here in Jomtien.
Sure.
For all of Jomtien and Pattaya.
There's agents all over the place here.
But I'm trying to think where that agent is. But I cut through that road on the bike quite often to go to Pattaya Beach Road. Yeah, during the day when all the bars are still closed, because it's easy cut through. Yeah,
the Facebook group, guys, is a great source of information. You got any questions about anything, you can pretty well pose it there, and you're going to get a lot of, comments from people that have, boots on the ground and been there, done that. So it's a helpful tool.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to bring up, that's an update, that young YouTuber in the Philippines.
Okay.
I was watching the news this morning, and it seems that his body is washed ashore.
Oh, really?
They're pretty certain it's him. They're subject to DNA tests, of course, but it fits the description and roughly his age and in the same area.
That was in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Mindanao.
So it looks like the kidnappers
kidnapping gone wrong.
They killed him and just threw his body out to sea. But yeah, it's washed ashore, and our hearts and prayers go out to him and his family.
Not an area he probably should have even been in.
But it's very, very unfortunate.
Ray Mayers, Ray. Hello, everyone. Just 3 weeks, 5 days, and 12 hours. Who's counting?
Countdown. Ray is.
Right to the hour.
3 weeks, 5 days. Okay. So he'll be here hopefully in time for the next meet and greet.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah.
Scott Jean. Hi, Cooper and Brooke and Darlene from New Zealand, coming over in March.
Not long then.
There's a Kiwi.
5 months away.
Yeah. Make sure you go down to the
Scotty.
Kiwi Wombat Bar and meet some of your compatriots.
Oh, I like the food there.
Oh, yeah.
The food is really good. And if it's a packed place, the food's good.
Yeah.
When we went out Sunday to a coffee shop and restaurant over there by the DMV on the dark side, it was absolutely packed. you had to get one of those electronic square
Yeah,
things, you know,
let
with
you
the
know when
lights on
your
it.
food's ready. Or
Just to know, so you can get a seat,
oh, okay,
just to
wow.
get a table to sit down.
Yeah.
Absolutely packed.
Alvin was telling me too that Kiwi Wombat Bar, there's a good group of golfers there.
Hmm.
So they have a bit of a networking club, and you know he golfs twice a week, and they vary the courses where they go. But there's a bunch of them, like maybe 8. So you know, 2 foursomes. Alfa Romeo, sounds like Pin missed Margarita Girl Night Out.
Oh, she would have had
And
a
the girls were
blast.
talking about Pin last night. Where's Pin? Well, she's
Yeah.
be here soon.
Yep, but no,
Romeo.
they had a blast. The girls were laughing so hard.
Yep.
That they just had an absolute blast.
And met some new ladies last night. They all seemed, they had
Yeah,
to
it
be
was
about
about
8 or 10
five
of them.
5 new women.
Yeah.
Joined the group last night. So yeah,
Good.
fantastic.
Good time. Captain Action, it's Henry from Tampa. Should I bring a metal detector to Thailand or just buy a new one there?
I've never seen them for sale. Have you?
No, but then I haven't looked for them. I've seen people using them, maybe once or twice, but
maybe you should bring it with you there, Captain
if it's
Action.
if it's portable enough to bring, you know. So yeah, that's probably an idea. Yeah. Rick Moat, good morning, all.
Good morning, Rick. Thank you for coming on and joining us, brother.
Tim P, good day, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. Greetings from Edmonton, Alberta. Hope all is well your way.
And it is. Thank you, Tim.
Edmonton, it's probably getting a little cool up there. Javon Styles, hello to my good friends I've never met. I recently realized Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene's initials are CBD. That must be your new unofficial nickname. Nice to be here.
Okay, so Javon, does that mean you finally arrived in Thailand now? I know he's coming out.
Like it is.
Yeah. So where are you? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, come to the meet and greet. Cerebral Aptitude. There's a gentleman coming. Have all my cash management account, brokerages, Wise, T-Mobile, retiring agent all set up. Dusty old, so flying business class. Good for you. Fingers crossed, gents.
Yeah, it'd be great to have you out here as well, Cerebral and Javon. We got a lot of new people. This is when we get our most people come out. Is the start of high season.
Yeah. No, he's done well, and if you're probably bringing 2 phones, unless you got like an eSIM phone, but you can get phones here pretty cheap for a second phone, guys.
Yeah.
Scott Jean, is it safe to buy townhouse or not worth it, or is it best to rent condo? Asking for advice.
Yes, you can buy a townhouse here. Okay, but you can only buy 49%. It comes under the Condominium Act of Thailand. So the townhouses are included in that, and you can actually own 49%. So say there's 10 townhouses. Well, the foreigners could own 4 of the townhouses, and the Thais would own the other 6 because they're joined.
Yep.
All right. Now, if they were separate, they could be considered houses, and it doesn't come under the Condominium Act.
Correct.
Yeah. So no, but yes, you can, and I do know several people that have bought townhouses here.
I would say, Scotty, if it was me and you're, coming here probably your first time, for a lot of us, rent. Just rent for 6 months to a year, preferably longer, and you'll get to know the area, the buildings, where to go, and prices. You'll get to know that. Maybe line up a lawyer. You'll definitely want one of them that speaks good English and Thai. And but yeah, probably rent for the first while till you get familiar.
Yeah. And the good thing about Thai townhouses, and I was seriously considering that option as well, because it's a step up from a condominium, but a step down from a fully detached
bungalow or
house or bungalow. You're absolutely right. And I was seriously considering it. It's like, oh, wow, we can own that under foreign name. I don't have to set up a Thai fixed company. I don't have to do the land lease or anything like that. I can just buy it and have it. So I was seriously considering that option as well.
Okay.
Especially for when the kids come out.
Okay. So you're still considering?
Still considering. Nice. I wouldn't say no if I saw one that I really liked.
Well, I'll find 2 because I'd like to get one. Maybe.
Okay. Happy neighbor.
Tanya Brooks. Hey, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke from Jackson, Missouri. Can't wait to come there after the burning season.
2025.
Yeah.
So see you in April.
April. Okay.
Yeah, because March is the end of the burning season.
We don't really get affected by the burning season here.
Maybe a week,
Not
one
like
week,
Chiang Mai does.
maximum 2 a year if we get bad weather and it
Yeah.
sort of comes down from the north. Bangkok gets it. We hardly get it. We get like the tail end of it. But I did have one subscriber that was asthmatic,
Yep.
and it bothered him, and he had to go back to South America. But majority of us, we said we didn't even notice it. You could see it over the ocean, but I guess for those that have breathing difficulties, maybe it might be a problem.
Yeah. Juwan Styles, what's your favorite app for booking flights out of Thailand? Anyone that's best for great last minute travel deals?
App? I don't.
I use
an app.
Skyscanner and Google Flights, and main reason is and I try to always book early, so you do your research. But they'll notify you when price drops.
Okay.
So you plug in your expected dates and where you're flying to and from, and then it'll ask, hey, do you want to get notified? Well, yeah. So and then you'll see the price go down, or on the other hand, if it goes up, then you maybe want to jump on it. But
okay, good advice there.
KJ, are mosquitoes a problem in the pool areas of condos like this too? Nope. I was told try to stick to rooftop pools in Thailand to avoid mosquitoes, since I am a mosquito magnet. What's your opinion?
We don't have a problem so much here at the pool.
I've never seen a mosquito at the pool.
No. But if you have one of the back facing condos like we did when we first got here, and it's next to all the trees and the bushes, we did have a problem with mosquitoes. But what we did is we bought one of those coils from 7-Eleven. They're incense and they're coils, and you just light it and put it out on the balcony. And they hate that smell. And they keep away from it. It's like the scent of their enemies.
Yeah.
And I found the smell pleasant. I didn't mind it at all. And Darlene would go light one of them in the morning, and then she'd go out and do the laundry on the balcony, and
no trouble.
We never had any problem with mosquitoes.
Now you're on the
Now, if we didn't like the coil, then yeah, we'd have a load of mosquitoes there. But being where we are here on the seventh floor, no.
And I'm on the 6th, and I don't have an issue.
Now,
with
the mosquitoes here that we have in the Jomtien and Pattaya area are extremely tiny and very hard to see by the naked eye.
Yeah.
And when they bite you, you don't really notice that you've been bit.
Yeah.
You don't get the big welt swelling up on your arm or anything like that, like we do normally with the big size mosquitoes.
In the West.
Here, where we are, they have the microscopic ones, and when they bite you, you're like, "Did I just get bit?" You give it a little scratch. 5 minutes later, you know there's nothing there. So the itch is gone so very, very quickly. But when we did go down to Ao Nang and Phuket, they had the big mosquitoes down there, and I got bit by one on the arm. It took like 6 weeks for that that big bump I had on my arm to go down.
Yeah, so it depends on the area, I guess.
Yeah, here we have the microscopic ones. There, they got the big ones.
Yeah.
So
even like when I'm out on the bike, or you stop, or you're walking around, you go to the beach, even I don't notice it.
No,
it doesn't seem to be an issue here like it would be in the West.
Yeah.
Cerebral Aptitude, Brooke Coop. I heard some of the brokerages will stop allowing funds or trading if detected from abroad. Has this happened to either of you?
No. I got IBK. I have no problem with it.
Same here. I'm, Canadian, so it's from my TD bank account, and transfer funds, do my online trading, no issues at all. A couple buddies from Australia were looking to buy Bitcoin, and the bank said, "No, they were more inquisitive as to why they were doing the transfer and where it was going." So, but no, that went through for them fine. They just wanted to touch base with the owner.
But I did notice several brokerages in America will only allow you to buy Bitcoin if you're resident in the U.S.
Okay.
I had to go through IBK because they allow anybody in any country to go through IBK, pretty much. And I was able to do it from Thailand and the Philippines, no problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Roger Carpenter, hi, Brooke, Darlene, Cooper. I will be in Pattaya the week of November 24th. Can't wait to meet you all.
And it'd be fantastic to have you out here with us, Roger.
Ford Dog, quick question. Are there any bars to watch NFL games there because of the time change? I remember you saying you watched them. Just curious.
Yep.
Where we
Fraser's.
were last night.
Fraser's Sports Bar.
Yeah. They open at 7, I was told.
Uh-huh.
I found this out last night, and that's what they're broadcasting is the game. So, yeah. Well, like 7 here in the morning, guys, is like 8, 8 o'clock at night, I guess, over there. So I don't know what the afternoon games will be, but I watch mine on the Wiz TV, and a couple guys are inquiring about that last night because they're also NFL guys.
I watch mine on the Wiz TV as well.
So, that works great. No issues with that.
Yeah, and Fraser's Sports Bar, it's air-conned inside.
It is.
So it's very nice. And they got, how many, what did you say?
Oh,
6 TV screens
big
in there,
ones too.
showing all different sports.
All spread out through the...
And if you speak to Frank, the owner, and there's a particular sport that you
want to watch,
he'll put it on the TV for you.
Cerebral Aptitude. Yes, sir. We'll buy a second phone there, as these moron phone companies will lock any phone in the U.S. when you buy. Yeah.
And that's something that shouldn't happen, because if you're buying the phone, you're not taking out a phone contract. You should be able to buy it like you do here, unlocked.
Yeah.
If you got a phone contract, okay, and you're getting the phone free in the contract, and you got a 2-year contract, well, yeah, it should be locked to that network until the 2-year contract's expired, and in which case you can pay to have it unlocked so you can put it on any network. But yeah, I agree with you, Cerebral.
Yeah.
There are a lot of places out there that lock them, to a specified network when you buy it. So if you buy a phone from Sprint, for example, then it's locked to Sprint network. You got to pay to get it unlocked.
Yeah. Canada was bad too that way.
Yeah.
Chris E., good morning, fellas. Coop, I'm interested in doing blood work at Jomtien Hospital. Do you remember what floor the lab is on, and do I need to see doctor first?
Okay, so Jomtien Hospital, we went there and had our full medical there, and it's on the ground floor, Chris. So you just go up to reception, tell them that you want to do blood work or the full medical. They give you the price list there.
Yep.
And it's fantastic. It's cheap. They'll tell you you'll register with them. So make sure you take your passport or a copy of your passport with you. And then once you're registered, they'll say, okay, come back tomorrow. Make sure you fast for 8 hours for blood work.
Right. It's pretty slick. And, I asked for a printout after the first time, but you didn't need to do that because everything's online. And then the second year I did the blood work. Oh yeah, they had all the results to compare. And then even when you went to Bangkok Hospital, they're affiliated, so they were able to pull up all the information at the Bangkok Hospital. So it's pretty state of the art here. The information they have.
Yeah, if you go to a different hospital, you don't have to take your medical records with you. They got them all on the national database.
And they only take your passport the first time you kind of set up in the system.
Yeah.
I've never been asked for that afterwards.
No, just the one time, just to put you in the system.
Just to put you in the system. And I've got my Thai driver's license, so if they need ID, I just throw that on you. That's fine. You are who you say you are. Yep. W Secrets to Success. Hello, gents. Was it medically confirmed it was the kidnapped guy found?
No, not yet.
Because some think or are reporting it wasn't him.
Well, they say it's Caucasian male.
Yeah.
Right.
Who else
so
would be
in
down
that
there?
area, he was probably the only one.
Yeah.
And the age description matched. He was 26 years old, and they said it was for a person under the age of 30. The body was decomposed quite a bit. So apologies if anybody's eating out there while I'm telling you this. And he had severe damage to his head, trauma damage. So they are going to be running a DNA test, but they are fairly certain it is him. Yeah.
Subwoofer. Hey, Cooper, can you spell the name of the condo complex that accepts large dogs? I'm having problems finding it.
Large dogs. Well, the only one that I know that accepts large dogs is in Bank Saray.
Okay.
And that one was called, what was it called now? Trying to think of the name of it.
Would Darlene have that?
My wife will know. And she'll comment in the comments section. I can't remember the name of it, but they said dogs any size.
Any size. Good to know.
And that was down in Bank Saray.
We'll get back to you on that subwoofer.
Yeah.
W, hi from Queens, New York. I'm looking into hotels. I just read about the Grand Center Point Space Hotel. Is that the one over by Terminal 21?
That is.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a beautiful
Do
one.
you know how the story behind it looks like a great 5-star place?
I know a bit of the story behind it, and it is a 5-star hotel.
Okay.
It's one of only 3 here. So it's designed after sort of sci-fi. And they got a wave pool there. They got the foam and all that. And it's a great place. And I've seen it on several YouTubers' videos. And I'd love to stay there just for the one night, just to experience it.
Right.
The rooms are designed like spaceships, and there's a big spaceship restaurant there. So yeah.
So if you're a Trekkie, you're going to like it.
I love it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Me and Captain Kirk would have a blast there.
And it's definitely located well for things to do.
It's right next to Terminal 21 Mall.
So bingo, you definitely go there. And
it's got its
not
own
far from the
onsen
beach.
spa there,
Yeah.
and several shops inside there. So
yeah, you'll be paying a few bucks for that.
I don't think it was expensive.
Oh, okay.
I remember Ride for Kick stayed there.
All right.
He had his anniversary birthday, I believe it was, that he stayed there for his birthday. And he loved it. He said it was a fantastic hotel.
Well, worthwhile checking out. W, between the Space Hotel, the Hilton, and the Holiday Inn, I may stay in a few places just to see.
Well, my favorite, and I've only stayed in this one, is the Holiday Inn Express,
which is nearby there.
It is right next to the Space Hotel.
Okay, there you go.
The Hilton is obviously down at Festival Mall. But no, I liked it because it was in a quieter area.
Yeah.
And I didn't have all the bar music till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know. I was able to sleep no problem. The bed's super comfortable, pillows super comfortable.
And a wicked breakfast.
Beautiful view of the ocean, and the breakfast was to die for.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And it was affordable.
Oh, yeah. It was all you can eat buffet breakfast included in the room.
Definitely check it out, W.
Yeah.
Darlene, oh, there, go ahead.
My wife says blood work at Jomtien Hospital is at the ground floor and 3rd floor at Bangkok Hospital, Pattaya. Make a visit first, especially if you haven't gone there to register and you have to fast. Absolutely correct. Thank you there, honey. And let us know, what was the name of that condo complex in Bangsaray that said they would allow pets any size?
The big dogs.
Yeah.
Darlene. One thing, guys, like with Bangkok Jomtien, Jomtien's kind of like your hospital to go to initially to get your blood work. It's not rocket science just to take blood. Bangkok will do the same job, a little more money.
Yeah.
Okay, so get as much done as Jomtien. If you need specialists, like I needed a ear, nose, and throat specialist for my plugged ear the one time, I went to Jomtien, and he referred, definitely you want to go to Bangkok. And I walked into Bangkok Hospital and saw the guy in 15 minutes. So that's kind of how it works.
Scott Richmond.
Oh, sorry. I plan to sell my home, Scotty. Retire from job, withdraw a 401k, and move in January. Okay, so that's when Scotty's planning.
Yeah.
Can anyone comment on whether the 401k money would add to my taxable income for that year or tax separately? If you're going to withdraw your 401k, I'm pretty sure it'll be in the year you withdraw it. So if it's in January you withdraw it, that's probably the year. Do you have to withdraw it, or could you just not do it slowly over the years going forward? That's and I'm thinking, okay, in Canada, I've got a similar to 401k. It's retirement savings, and you only pay as you withdraw it each year. I still file taxes there, so I just take it out when I need it.
And going back to subwoofer's question about the large dogs, it's called e-condo. So E-C-O-N-D-O.
E-C-O-N-D-O.
Yeah, just put the letter E before condo, and that's the name of it.
E-condo in Bangsaray.
And they allow large dogs there.
Good to know.
Yeah. I asked, and they said, we don't have any restriction, any size.
And if you've checked on the Facebook group again, maybe, put that question in there. There maybe someone's already handled that. So,
and I do know that Sean is one of the agents for eCondo, so they can reach out to Sean if that's what they're looking for.
He can do the research for you.
Yeah, he knows the management there. very
Gotcha.
well.
Oh, getting back to Scotty on that last question.
Oh, sorry.
Definitely, Scotty, check with your CPA there in California. He's the guy that's the expert. Will tell you the best way. And my first job was with Revenue Canada, like the IRS in the States. And one thing I realized after working there, it pays to have a good accountant.
Yeah.
Guys that know their business. You might pay a little more for the advice, but you can trust it, is my point. So get a good one.
No. Good advice.
Javon Styles, not there just yet. It'll take me 2 full weeks to downsize my clothes and not overpack.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't need clothes. Well, you can buy them here, guys, and they're cheap. Be there November 5th after a 24-hour layover in Istanbul, Turkey. Anyone took the free tour hotel offer from Turkish Air?
Not me.
Not me.
But we did have several people at the meet and greet last night said they flew in from Turkish Air.
Okay.
Yeah, from the East Coast.
Interesting.
And speaking of clothes, Anne said to me last night that she brought with her quite a few boxes of clothes.
Oh.
And she's realized I don't need over half of them,
No.
And I said to her, why did you bring that? I tell everybody pack lightly, because the weather here is a lot different than what you're used to back home.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing cotton, you're going to sweat like mad.
Yeah, you don't.
You want nylon, you want polyester, things that are going to, absorb the sweat, and not let you sweat so much, like the shirts that we wear here on Cooper's Thai Adventure t-shirts. And they are the anti-sweat shirts.
Oh, these are nice.
So they keep you cool when you sweat, and then they don't stain. Now, you buy like wool, for example, a wool shirt, you're going to sweat, and then you're going to have that big stain mark on the shirt. You see it. Or cotton, you see the people walking by and you can see the sweat stains on them. These, you see nothing.
No.
Yeah. So when you're sweating, people don't even know you're sweating under the shirt because they can't see it. Doesn't show up. Keeps you extra cool. So pack lightly when you come here and get your clothes over here. They're very, very cheap.
Cheap and every size, so don't worry. Javon Styles, I've heard rumors, but figured I'd ask the experts. Okay, guys, which should I eat? A chocolate factory or Three Mermaids? Do any live up to the hype? Are there actual mermaids there? Are they single? I would
they're
doubt
statues.
single.
I didn't ask them if they were single, but there are mermaid statues there. We've tried both the Chocolate Factory and Three Mermaids and found them both to be good restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah. You were with us at the
we were at the Three Mermaids. I haven't been to that Chocolate Factory.
Darlene and I have been a couple of times
to
the one on Sukhumvit Road here in Jomtien. And then there's one over there in Pattaya.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Herman was at the one in
Cozy Beach.
Pattaya, and he said it's so, but he didn't go to the one and he wants to do that next because he thinks that'll be a better.
That's a bigger one.
Yeah, that's probably why.
A lot more food options.
Dave Geyser, good morning. CBD. Last night was a gas. I had some cookies tossed last night. Poor guy.
He had a few too many. But don't worry, Dave, you were not the only one. As Travis's wife, she had a few too many and had to go pray to the porcelain toilet.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
Davey had fun too. Yeah. W secrets to success: use a VPN to access banks and trading platforms in the United States.
I always do.
Yes.
Whenever I'm going onto my trading platform, I always activate my NordVPN before I even do it, even though I'm using my own personal Wi-Fi in the house.
Okay. Yeah. Alfa Romeo at Greg, one-stop service Pattaya, Visa agent on Soy 6. There you go.
Okay.
Alpha is a
learn something new.
Yeah, Alpha is a trusted resource. You can bet on that. Jomo Beatty, hello, Coop.
And hello, Jomo. My wife says Three Mermaids, good view and styled pretty good. Food at Chocolate Factory. Okay.
We did have fun at that Three Mermaids.
Yeah.
Big Al, hi Al. Little tip concerning skeeters. Use the liquid from the Yadam Thai inhaler to cut the itch. Works every time since it contains eucalyptus, menthol, and camphor.
Yes, and I buy that at 7-Eleven.
Good.
And when you get bit by a mosquito, you put that on there. It's a little roll-on. and very cheap. It's like $1, under $1, and takes the itch straight away.
Good to know.
It's gone, and I swear by it.
Good tip. Cerebral aptitude. Cooper Brooke, regardless of price, what is your advice in what mode of transport from Bangkok Airport to Pattaya Jomtien? Bus, taxi, Grab, Bolt?
Well, you can take any of them. I prefer the VIP service.
Well, aren't you a high roller?
No, because Darlene and I, when we travel, we tend to have like 5 suitcases between us. I'll have 2, she'll have 2, and then we have our little roll-on, which we put our duty frees in there.
Okay.
That we get because we change airports. Halfway to get into Bangkok, you're going to change somewhere unless you're flying with Thai Airways, and we find that the smaller taxis don't have enough room for the suitcases. So we get the VIP one, which is a SUV. And that's good. I've never had a problem with it. And they'll stop for you if you ask them. They're, if you want them to stop at the toll services so you can stretch your legs, maybe go into 7-Eleven, get a bottle of water or something, or you're hungry and there's a McDonald's and KFC and all that good stuff and Subway at the services halfway between Bangkok and Pattaya. They'll pull in for you and stop, and you can get something to drink and eat, and then they'll continue the journey. And I like that service. The people that are traveling lightly, get on the bus. It's cheap.
Bus, 140 baht, I think, and they're okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I've taken the bus several times to Bangkok and back, and they have airport service.
Yeah.
Mike's Taxi, I think that's a flat rate of 1,000.
Yes, it is.
Swampani, whatever that
Swampum.
is. Swampum Airport. A little more to Don Mon if you're doing that one. You can get the Bolt, and they'll give you a price, and you can get the bigger units with Bolt if you have 4 of you, say. But our first trip here, when we landed, we went downstairs in the airport. Remember, we booked at the counter,
VIP,
and it was, I think, 3,500, wasn't it? Which we split, but
yeah, it was about that.
Still was reasonable for each of us. But, and it was huge.
So it was a big size SUV. So there was 4 of us, and like 8 suitcases, and we were good with that.
It was like a van. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
There's lots of options, and it depends on your budget and how much you have, I guess.
Yeah.
Rodney, hey Brooke, I went to the mobile to get their service, and they wanted to charge me $95 for the international service. Please advise. Okay, so you went now. I think
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile,
yes, for the Magenta plan.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I got a better deal. Obviously, it was 2.5, 3 years ago. I was a senior, and but they had discounts. If you're like a military, they had a discount. Senior had a discount. Check on their plan on the websites. That's basically how I found it. And I did that for Verizon. AT&T was nothing. Verizon had a plan, but it was too expensive. T-Mobile was definitely the best. Now, I think it was like a week or 2 ago, had a buddy arrive, and he got the T-Mobile, and he got it for, I think he said $40, $45, and maybe $5 more than my plan was set up. But and again, he got the discount. Either was military or
I think he was ex-military.
Yeah. So either one. And for a senior, I think the senior discounts start at 50. So you don't have to be too old to get that. But check on their website, you'll see it. And if you have to even call, like a T-Mobile service number, try and get a hold of someone that's knowledgeable and explain what you're trying to do and see what they advise. But that's what I did.
T-Mobile, he confirms that.
Figured that, Rodney. See, Rodney looks pretty young, so maybe he's not going to qualify for the age, but Javon Styles, I'm seriously considering getting implants during my stay in Jomtien, but I'm only there for 3 months. Hearing about a quicker option for implants, maybe only a few days. Ever heard of this?
Yeah, they do. I'm trying to think which one it is. There is a dental clinic out here that can do the implants quicker, and it all depends which one you want. Now, if it's just one tooth or something, it's different. I know somebody that had 4 implants done. So there was 2 at the back and then 2 closer to the front, and all their teeth taken out here at the top, and the implants put on those 4.
Okay.
The teeth put on those 4
Like a
implants,
bridge,
like a
maybe, or
long bridge, and it's quite popular in America. A lot of people are doing it, and with me, it wouldn't work. My bone's too brittle.
Okay.
So with that, they had to do bone marrow and everything else, and they're putting a load of implants in. I got to go get more next month. But I know there's places that do it, Javon, and I don't want to give you false information. So what I'll say is get yourself on our Facebook group and ask there, because a lot of our subscribers have come out and got it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
I know
done
Pat
here.
had it done.
BB had some.
And I think he did his at the International Dental Clinic in Pattaya.
Yeah.
And he got done 3 months. Within 3 months,
Jackie
he had it done
there, and it's good.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would say, as Coop mentioned, get on the Facebook group. You know, there's 1,600 members, 1,700 maybe now, and somebody there has had boots on the ground and done it. So you'll get a lot of comments, a lot of options, and from that, you can do your own research. So
yeah. And shout out to RK Reich 1, who bought us 3 coffees and says, "Good morning, Coops gang. I really enjoyed meeting you guys last night." And thank you, RK Reich 1. Pleasure to meet you too, brother.
Oh, there you go.
And thank you so much for the coffee. Really, really appreciate it. And
thank you.
It all depends, Javon, on which dental clinic you go to. Like, for example, for me, I have to wait a minimum of 4 to 6 months for mine to heal because I've had bone graft put in.
Okay.
If your bone is strong enough and you don't have to have bone graft, it can be reduced down to 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are all differences.
And you'll find out when you're here, Javon. You know, maybe if you can do the research prior, you'll get more information. As I said, Facebook will help. But the worst is you can go in here, they'll do their x-rays or scans, and, you know, they'll give you the options. And obviously there's so many of them here, you know, you get a second opinion, a third opinion, and, you know, prices accordingly.
Yeah. For dog,
I think I'm taking over for Javon's questions, but is it acceptable to have a picture of your passport on your phone? Yes, it is. Or an actual paper copy of the stamped passport, either one.
Yes, it is acceptable, except at certain places. So, for example, if you're going to AIS, which is a mobile phone company here, and they got several of them. That's just an example. They want to see the original passport.
Yeah. Okay.
They will not accept a copy. The hospitals, they will accept a copy. For example, dental clinics, they'll accept it. But if you're buying a contract, or you're buying a car or a motorbike or jet ski or whatever, you're buying a boat, then they have to see the original. But if it's for, like, you know, getting stopped by the police, copy's fine, no problem.
Checking into a hotel, and just copy's fine. Put it on your phone. Good idea.
And
to do that
going
anyways,
to the hospital,
guys, you
copy's
got
fine with that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scott Jean, are you doing filming of condo in Bang Saray or townhouse? Can't wait to meet you both in March from New Zealand.
We've done just about everywhere we can there.
Okay.
There's only 1 or 2 places that we haven't filmed there. And the reason we haven't filmed is because there's no rooms available. You know, so I just can't turn up at a condo complex and say to somebody that's living there, "Hey, can I film your room?" They'll take it as very rude. So that is the only reason that we haven't gone back down there to film those 2 final places. Is they're full.
It's high season now, guys. So you're seeing it with the people in Dusset, for example. We're getting busier. The pools are getting busier. There's more people walking around the complex. When you're out and about, the traffic's busier. There seems to be more people at most of the shops. And now, as far as you know, filming, don't worry, guys. We look out the balcony, as I said to Coop this morning. Jesus, look, there's 5 cranes. They're building it, and that's just off our balcony. Who knows, you know? And a couple of them, that big one, we can't even see yet. It hasn't risen up that high enough to see it, but there's
that's the grand.
Yeah, there's such a huge amount of rooms that will be coming online Now, apparently, a lot of them are already sold. Foreign quotas are filled. I'm guessing it's probably the Asians are buying them because, Chinese property market isn't worth a hoot. And, Korea's too expensive and that, and Japan. So, yeah, maybe that's what's happening.
Exactly. And 97 people watching, but only 35 thumbs up. Come on, Darlene says, make her smile.
Darlene smile, guys. Hit
Make
that
my
thumbs
wife
up.
smile. Only 35 thumbs up out of 97 people watching. That's only 1/3. Come on, we do better than that. And Scott Richmond bought us 3 coffees and says, thanks for all the help. Thank you, Scotty.
Scotty, the
Much
man.
appreciated, bud. Really, really appreciate that.
Tony Montana, there he is. Good morning, Cooper, Donnie, and Brooke and Jackie. It was a fantastic night at the meet and greet.
It was.
Yeah, Tony's he's there.
He was in charge of making sure everybody had their drinks.
He's our facilitator. There wasn't a girl's glass go empty. With
the guys were joking with him. Hey, Tony, I ordered this drink, but I haven't got it yet. Which one was the waitress?
Which was your waitress?
Yes, that one over there. Okay, but Rafi goes. Jason.
Tony's very helpful, and he knows a lot.
God bless him. Yeah.
Yep. Javon Styles, does Sky Residence offer hotel stays now, even though they are no longer the Amari Hotel?
No, they are a condo now. So they were bought out, and it is a fantastic condo. If I was to move out of here into another condo, that would be the one I moved to.
Oh, really?
Yes. The rooms are the big size, and I like that. One of our subscribers that lives there, not going to put his name out, obviously, for his privacy. He is living in a 2-bedroom there, and he's moving, I think, next month to another 2-bedroom there that's 20 square meters larger than his current one at exactly the same price with exactly the same view.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's moving to a bigger room, 20 square meters bigger, and still paying the exact same amount rent. Fantastic.
Bingo.
Yeah. And I think his new room, the one he's staying in right now is like 90 square meters, and the one he's upgrading to is like 110, 112 square meters.
That's big.
Yeah. Yep. I'm paying exactly the same amount of rent, which is fantastic. Every time I film that one, I get emails saying, I want it, reserve it for me.
Okay.
I'm coming out in 3 months. I'll pay you right now for the deposit. Reserve that one for me, please, Coop. Everybody loves that.
Money talks.
Yeah, it's a super nice place.
Scott Jean, cerebral aptitude. You can catch train as well. Oh, yeah, we didn't mention that. The train getting here, but
you can get the train, but it only goes once a day.
Yeah, so
and
it
it's
might
early
be,
morning from Bangkok to Pattaya.
Convenient that way. Scotty Richmond, I'm thinking of moving the 401k to Roth IRA. That would be one of the dividend ETF or Bitcoin ETFs. Yeah,
that'd be a good way.
Yeah, and as long as you're, again, see a CPA, Scotty, you need terrific advice on that because you're probably dealing with more than just a few $100s, and you don't want to incur any unnecessary taxes. So you want to make a tax-free movement if possible, or at least minimize it. And the right guy will be able to. Well, first off, I recommend going with a big firm, because a big firm, when you've got a multitude of partners, somebody's been there and done that. So they'll give you the proper advice. And if the guy you're talking to don't know, he's got access to the guys that do. Small one, mom and pop shops, I call them, they weren't considered the best to deal with because the act is so gray, no one can know it all. So look for a bigger firm, get some professional advice on that, and they'll tell you how to do it to minimize your, your fees. And hey, if you got to pay a few $100 for the advice, it's money well spent.
Yeah.
But yeah, dividend ETFs or Bitcoin ETFs. I like the Bitcoin ETFs for long term. And like I tell Malcolm, don't put 100% in, just go 5 or 10%. And, you're better diversified that way, guys.
And a shout out to Robert R. Bought us 5 coffees and says, great meetup last night. I quickly said hello to Coop. Met about 6 people, got 2 line numbers. Didn't have a chance to meet Brooke. Maybe next time. Thanks for all your efforts. And thank you, Robert R. God bless you, brother.
Robert. Thank you, Robert.
And pleasure to meet you last night. What was your excuse?
For what?
Not meeting Robert.
Well, he must have been hiding because I was walking around. I was having too much fun.
And another shout out to Michael, bought us a coffee and says, I'm loving Brooke's haircut. Is that what a Canadian bowling ball looks like? Yes. There you go. So, I'm not lying. There was this comment out, so everybody could read it.
Just so everybody knows, My advice is this:
Yeah.
don't get in an argument with the hairdresser before you're cut.
Yeah. Can I
Like
say it?
What? No, you can't. Next,
Okay.
please. Yeah, I like short hair. Tony Montana's next. He's coming up. Robert Pierpont, what is the deal with import taxes? Yeah, good luck. I want to ship like maybe up to 10 boxes of miscellaneous items like decor items to myself after I move there. How will import taxes work on that stuff?
It's not as straightforward as people like to think it is. It depends on how old it is. And that is something that you're going to have to check with Thai Post. They can help you on that. Okay, go to thaipost.th website, and it gives you the breakdown for prices for imports. And it depends what it is as well. For example, I know people that try to ship in motorbike parts, for example, and build their own motorbike over here. Technically, it's illegal
Okay.
because you're not going to get a registration document for it.
Well,
Number
bingo.
one.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah. So they try and get cheap Harleys over here, and import them via Malaysia or Laos or Cambodia. And they're coming unstuck. They can't sell them. They can't get insurance for them or anything like that. So, but if it's things like clothes and things like that, I had one subscriber. She shipped over, I think, 10 boxes of shoes. She's big into her shoes.
Sure.
And big collector of sneakers. And she didn't pay any import tax.
Well, there
Zero.
you go.
And it also depends. If it's new, you're going to pay import tax on that.
Okay.
But if it's over a certain age, they don't consider it new. But then if it's over 20 years, they consider it an antique and they'll charge you for that.
Oh,
So
geez.
it's one of those ones that you gotta do your research into yourself. So without knowing what you're planning on shipping, Robert, I can't give you any further advice other than to go on thaipost.th and have a look on their website, because it gives some breakdown on there for what you can ship into Thailand, what you can't, and the costs.
Yeah, the guys I've talked to, some of them, they're shipping things from Australia or whatever,
Mhm.
and like I think it was some stuff comes through, no problem,
Mm.
and other stuff gets hold it, and so his opinion was it's kind of hit and miss. If they think they have a slow day, they'll take a look at it and charge you for whatever fees they figure, and other ones they just sail it on through if they're.
Now, Darlene ordered some stuff on Lazada over the last week, and it was shower gel and shampoo that she likes, that's from the Philippines. It's just one that she
Yeah.
trusts and she likes, and she's got very long hair, as everybody knows. And she ordered it, and it arrived, and I think it was yesterday it arrived. Zero import tax.
Okay.
Zero. So it all depends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe from the Asian countries it's a little easier.
Yeah.
Mad Mama Bonnie, morning all. I'm late to the party.
And good
Mad
morning,
Mama.
Man Mama. Well, thank you for coming on and joining us. Haven't seen you for a while.
John P. I just retired and I want to make my first trip to Thailand. Whoa, is he in for a treat?
Yeah.
Want to escape the winter here? Can I stay for 3 months, December, January, February, without having to apply for a visa?
Yes, is the shorter answer, John. And that is the maximum you can stay without having to apply for a visa. You can currently come in on a 60-day exemption stamp, and then go to the immigration office. You'll pay 1,900 baht for an extra 30 days. So you don't have to do a border run, and you'll get an extra 30 days on top of that.
Yeah.
So that'll give you your 90 days. Yes, that is the maximum you can come in here without a visa.
Yeah. Now so let's say you're doing a return ticket for 3 months. You'll probably still need an exit ticket for within 60 days.
No, on that one, because you're going to get the 60-day stamp when you get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell immigration that you're gonna apply for the 30-day extension.
Okay, and they'll accept that.
They'll
and show them
accept
the
it
ticket. Okay,
because
well,
they
that's
know
good
it's
news.
within the law.
I wasn't sure.
And if you don't get the 30-day extension, it's a 500 baht per day fine for overstay.
Wow.
Like some gentleman just found out and is currently at His Majesty's pleasure jail cell waiting to get deported, as he was over 400 days overstay
490 days, I think he was.
overstay in Thailand.
Big fine on that. And
So he's got a huge fine to pay, and then he's being deported.
yeah. And he's in the Hooskow until he pays the fine.
Yes.
And has the ticket to leave.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll be fine with that, getting having your return ticket at 90 days, because you can do the 30-day extension once you get out the airport.
There's these, and I'm sure Coop is correct on that. It is probably at the agent's discretion. I would still have at least the website noted where you can get those throwaway tickets. And should something happen, you can book one right in front of the guy and say, okay, there's my exit, within 60. So, but not, hopefully, as Coop says, you don't need that.
No. I've known people who've done it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and they're not too, I think as long as you got a return ticket at some point and you're within the, you're fine. Juan Styles, hey CBD, do you know anyone that has used the land lease option to build an original home in Thailand? What's your opinion on this option?
Yes, Frank.
Okay, yeah, the
Frank
German
did it.
fellow.
He did the land lease option, and he built his own home, and it's beautiful. And I think he paid about 2 million baht. So about then, it was several years ago, so it would have been about 60,000 US when he built it, and it is a beautiful home.
And that's a few years ago.
Yeah, that was. I think he built that about 5-6 years ago.
Okay, so it's been a while, guys, and he's married to a Filipina.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's, and it's a Thai company, I think, that owns the
owns the land.
Yeah, the land.
But he's done the land lease through them.
Yeah.
And built the house. Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't do that, but that's just me. Alfa Romeo, it's a beautiful, sunny, hot 25 days today here in the Great White North. I'm the guy waiting for Xmas to arrive soon. Mango sticky rice, baby.
He's got a thing for that mango sticky rice.
I think Alpha, he sees how much fun we're having. He's been here many times.
He's
and
jealous.
Knows it. So
he's jealous. He knows what we're.
He goes to bed every night dreaming of Thailand.
Yeah,
like,
I can't wait to get back to Coopersville.
See, he's a young guy, and he's still got the drive. He's got to put the puck in the net. He's got to pay his dues back home, and he's actually probably has enough to retire right now. I don't know why he doesn't, but hey, that's his choice.
I think he said he wants to do 2 more years,
something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'll tell you right now, every month it gets harder and harder.
I know.
You're closer, but now you're just, oh God, you can smell it. I just can't wait.
Yeah.
We'll have fun in December, Alpha. Oh my Buddha, only 63 days, 10 hours, 13 minutes, 3 seconds. Who's counting?
Yeah. And we have a little saying over here. We don't say, oh my God.
Oh my Buddha.
We say, oh my Buddha instead.
Even Jackie
politically correct in Thailand here.
Correct. Mikey, hi guys. I'm late from Daytona Beach. I'm closing on my home Friday, so 2 or 2 weeks I will meet you both, and Brooke can show his kung fu moves in person. Kung fu you. I don't know where you got the kung fu moves from, Mikey. Scotty Richmond, that's Cerebral. I use Mike's Taxi. We mentioned that, Scotty. Great price, and they communicate via text to schedule pickup and drop off. 1,000 baht from Bangkok to Jomtien.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
$30.
I'll tell you, it's so good, guys. We got back. I forget where we were, and they got your name on the sign. You know what I mean? So there's no mix up. You don't got to look, oh, which guy, where do I go? Yeah.
But when we went out on the cruise last month, we used Mike's Taxi from here to take us to the airport. Fantastic. Yep. The driver was asleep outside in the car because we were leaving. I think it was like 11 o'clock at night. We were leaving, or 10 o'clock at night. And he was asleep outside in the car 30 minutes before we were due to leave. And he had his alarm clock on his phone. Yeah. So he wouldn't be late taking us to the airport.
Good.
Fantastic.
No, they're good.
Yeah.
You guys are karaoke this weekend?
Girls are talking about it. Girls
really?
are talking about going up to the roof and doing karaoke there. Get a fantastic view of all of Jomtien and Pratamak Hill from our roof.
Yes.
And the ocean. So they're talking about it. I don't know. I think the plan is either this weekend or next weekend.
They have fun.
Yeah.
Just like the boys. Tim P, gentlemen, do you know of or recommend any type of medical shots, injections one should have for Westerners prior to moving to tropical climates?
The only thing I would advise is make sure your shots are up to date.
Tetanus.
Your normal ones, yeah, your tetanus, your hepatitis shots, and just make sure they're up to date. I brought my shot card with me, so I've got all 3 tetanus shots up to date, and yeah, I just go to the hospital and tell them, right, this is the next shot I'm due. I just bring that with me. But
depending on the area you're going, there's websites, government websites probably that recommend what type of. Yeah, but we're not going into rural jungle areas where malaria shots or dengue fever shots. I mean, no, I didn't.
No. So you should be fine over here.
Alpha Male at Scott. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Africa Islam. Hello, Bitcoin Mafia. I had a problem with bed bugs on my last condo rental. The main problem was the bugs didn't speak English. Any advice for my next rental?
Yeah. Bring a universal translator. No, I've never had a problem with bed bugs here. I don't know anybody that has. I guess Africa, you're the first one that's ever come back and tell me that.
Yeah. Okay, so it can be quite common.
It can be, I suppose. It all depends on how long the condo's been empty and sitting for, and how clean the last person was that lived there.
Well, it's how old the bed is too.
Yeah.
So the way you can kind of tell if you got access to a vacuum, you can, because you won't see these buggers. You just vacuum it up and then you look inside and see if there's, much of a residue. And if there is, then maybe you don't want to be in that bed. But if the beds are fairly new and the linen is decent, you should be fine. But it can be an issue.
I mean, if the other thing that you can do, of course, Africa, is you can say, to the agent, right? I'm moving in on this day, and the cleaning fee is normally 500 baht to have the room cleaned. And I would say to the agent, I want a cleaner to go in there and clean it the day before I move in.
Yep.
Oh, it's already clean. I don't care. I'll pay the extra 500. I want them to go in and do it again. And can you make sure that they vacuum the mattress?
Yeah.
As the last place I stayed in had bed bugs.
Do the linen. Yeah.
And they'll get somebody in to do it for you.
Yeah.
That would be my advice.
Rodney, hey guys, 68 years young. Wowzer.
So would he then qualify for the magenta plan?
Well, absolutely. Yeah, of course he would.
Okay.
If you're over 50, you qualify.
Because you told him he looked too young. He wouldn't
qualify.
Well,
he does look young. Look at his picture.
Well, yeah, he could be one of those ones that grows old gracefully, or he could be one of those ones like Montana that put a picture on his YouTube profile that was 20 years old.
Cooper is missing his glasses. That's why he. No, you're fine, Rodney. Claude AC, I use Spectrum Mobile and pay by the gig for US data, maybe $19.99. Since I only turn on the SIM when I need to make a call, 4 cents a minute, I've never spent more than $25. I use AIS eSIM in Thailand. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that feedback, Claude. There's an option for you there.
So with my plan, guys, I pay probably double that in a month, but I don't have to worry about shutting it off, turning it on. It works anywhere I go, Philippines, Laos, Thailand, so should I need it. And I do get text messages on it and calls. And so I prefer things simple and, keep it easy, keep it simple, and just pay a little more.
Oh, Darlene says it's not going to be on the roof. It's going to be inside Brooke's condo.
Oh, she's talking about the election day. Yeah, that's not next week or this week.
No, that is 2 weeks today.
Okay.
The election in the US. Yeah.
So they've sequestered my condo for karaoke. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
And I guess I'll be homeless. Oh no, I'll be here watching the election with you.
That's all right. I'll put a chair out on the balcony. You can sleep there. I've heard your snoring.
Don't forget to vote. Bajan Bain, greetings from Phuket.
And wow, Bajan's down in Phuket. Hope you're liking Phuket.
It's busy down there, I think, isn't it?
I like Phuket. It was a beautiful area. Me and Darlene fell in love with it. But it gets super packed in high season.
And they flood down there, don't they?
They get bad floods too, yeah. that was another reason we chose Jomtien.
Poor Dog, has there been any news about starting the ferry back up between Wahin and Pattaya? I heard it went defunct because of the pandemic.
And it did. It went bankrupt.
That would be nice if they did have that.
And the owner of the ferry company, he'd taken out a loan. And basically, when pandemic hit, everybody was on house arrest.
Yeah.
You know, and nobody could use the ferry. So therefore, he couldn't pay back the loan. He defaulted on the loan, and the bank seized his asset, which was the ferry. So unfortunately, no. But I would love to see it come back up. Hopefully, somebody else will buy it out or start their own ferry service.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah,
it'd be handy. Javon Styles at Fort Dog. I have the official registered patent on harassing CBD with way too many questions. If you ask more than 8, you'll owe me a royalty.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Wow. And Javon is collecting money.
Yeah. We don't mind. It's all good.
No, fun. It's all good. New Wave. Good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke, Jackie, and everyone else watching. I would have come to Fraser's, but my alarm did not work.
He overslept. He must have took a midday siesta. Just woke up at 2 in the morning. He's like, damn, I missed it.
It's a great bar. It's got the air con. The food's great. Yeah. You know, beer is cold and
ice cold. Yeah,
it's great when good friends are there. And
everybody there last night was there from Cooper's Thai Adventure Bar. 2 people.
Yeah,
that was it.
Well, and that's why we switched to Tuesday nights because you're not fighting with regular clientele. There's not much. There's not the sports games that some of the Aussies come for. Some of the Kiwis come for other days, but Tuesday's kind of a quiet day. So yeah, we can monopolize the whole bar, and it's a nice, good time. Everyone should try it once. Cerebral Aptitude, Coop Brooke, when you decided to retire abroad, regardless of which country, do you remember how you felt when you pulled the trigger?
Elated. I could not wait to get out of the States. Okay, I'm patriotic. I love my country. I served for my country. I almost died for my country in the army in Iraq and Afghanistan. But it's not the country I grew up in. It's changed too much for me. And this politically correctness, it drove me crazy. If you were a Republican, you could not associate with Democrats. If you're Democrats, you couldn't associate with independents, you know, and vice versa. And it drove me nuts. You know, it shouldn't make a difference what your thoughts are, what's your, you know, sexual orientation, who you want to vote for. You're American. It's in the Constitution. You have the rights, you know, to free speech, freedom of speech. You know, people were hating, you know, for silly reasons. You know, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, it used to be hating if you were white people hated black people hated white people. Well, it's moved a long way from then. Now it's Democrats versus Republicans. I've got areas that I know in the States where if a Republican or a Democrat moved into that area, they do everything they can to get them out. You know, it's just it's like super crazy. I know a guy that works in a car plant in Detroit, and he and I have been friends for a lot of years. They had to segregate the car plant from those that make the engines because they were Republicans. So they put them all in that department. And those that put the doors on the cars were Democrats, and because there was too much infighting going on. What the heck? It doesn't matter. I don't care if you support Kamala Harris or you support Donald Trump or you support RFK. When you come to Thailand, you're going to leave all that behind you. And that's what I wanted. You know, I wanted to leave. Everybody in America's got guns. Even I had 6 guns, Brooke. 6. My mom's got them now.
You're a 6 shooter.
And my brother shoots them. But then my brother's a police officer. You know, so he's legally able to. But I gave them all to him. I didn't even ask for a penny. I said, "There you go. I'm leaving." I've felt nothing but super safe since day one of being in Thailand. I've never felt the need to own a gun. I've never felt the need to carry a pocket knife with me, a taser, nunchucks, anything, ninja stars, because you can buy them here everywhere, you know. I've never felt the need to carry anything for self-defense, ever. And that's what I love. To give up all that, to come here and have peace and quiet, live my life, hang out with great people. And you know what? Nobody's talking politics. We're all talking Bitcoin.
Yes, yes.
You know, we're talking stock market. We're talking about which island we want to go visit.
Which
next.
restaurant to go to tonight?
What, yeah, you know, hey, was that restaurant you went to any good? What was the food
Yeah,
like? You
yeah.
know, would you recommend it? And you know, we're talking about all these things. You know, we're talking about women. Women are talking about men. You know, we're laughing. We're having a good time. All those worries that we had in the West are just out the door, cerebral. And there's no racism here.
Yeah,
None.
true.
All our black subscribers that live here, and we got about 30 black
We got
subscribers
Asian
that live in there.
subscribers, African
Yeah,
American.
every nationality we've got
Everyone's
out
welcome.
here, including Russian subscribers,
Yes.
and they are loving it.
Yep.
They said, Coop, I couldn't ask for anything more. My black subscribers that are here said, Coop, this is fantastic. I think you're going to have a lot more black people come. Fantastic. Bring it on.
Yep.
I love everybody.
I would say, Cerebral, do you remember how you felt? In my case, and I would say this to anyone, do as much research. You all do. Watch the videos. You'll become familiar with where you're going. So it's not like a big shock when you do land. And as Coop said, yeah, you tend to get quite excited when you arrive because, well, you're prepared. You know what to expect. And hopefully you got a place booked and place to go, and you've done your research how to get there, and then you get settled in and you wake up the next morning. Oh yeah, this is nice here, and it's great. So
$20 minutes.
well, that's we're getting near the end.
Am I? Oh, we're back.
Are we gonna?
Yeah, we're back. Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah,
Is the internet back on, hon?
it'll probably take a minute to
Testing
reboot.
1, 2, 3. Let me know if you all can hear me. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So sorry about that. They did a generator clean where they just spray the Freon in the generator, and it literally takes 2 minutes. That's how quick it is. So when your power goes down here because they're doing that, don't worry. You're not going to worry about your freezer and everything else getting defrosted, and it's back on in literally, what was it, 2 3 minutes, Mr. Brooke Schneider. Darlene's just getting his camera set up on the other laptop, and then we'll get back with you. So again, sorry for that technical difficulty. Didn't even know they were doing it. So where do we leave off? Cerebral aptitude. Yeah, no, I felt absolutely fantastic, and I loved it when I left Cerebral. It was just a weight off my shoulders. When we landed at the airport, it was like all the stress that we'd had from being in the West was gone, and that is what everybody says to me, that they are super happy that they're not worrying about anything anymore. The only thing they worry about is, as long as my disability, my social security, my pension, my 401k, as long as they go in the bank, I'm happy, and that's the only thing I'm worried about. I don't care who's president, I don't care who's governor, I don't care how many illegals are crossing the border in America. I don't care about England, I don't care about Australia, Canada, Trudeau. I know you have your gripes about Trudeau every now and then, Mr. Schneider. There, you don't care about any of that. You're just happy to be here.
Yep, living life.
Would you agree?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I always agree with you. Most times, maybe not.
You're an intelligent man, Mr. Schneider.
Yes. No, it's a feeling of relief, especially after you've been here a week. You really realize, oh yeah, and you always say, should have done this sooner.
Yes.
If I had known that Thailand was like this, where I wintered in Florida for, years and years, I would have came here for the winter till I was retired,
And it would have probably been cheaper than going to Florida.
Oh, way cheaper, a third, a quarter maybe. And, would have had more money for more Bitcoin.
Javon Styles says, case in point, thinking of taking Brooke's advice and getting a hotel in Jomtien, then looking around for an apartment when I get there. What's the best, nicest hotel closest to Coopersville, aka Dusset? I don't know, guys. I'm sorry, I've only stayed in one hotel, and you haven't stayed in any hotels here in Jomtien or Pattaya. Bangkok, yes. Lao, yes, but never here in Jomtien, Pattaya. Ask in the Facebook group. That's all I can say, and they'll give you their personal advice. There is one on Immigration Road. It looks nice, but I've never been in and reviewed it. But it is something that I want to do.
Some there.
Yeah.
There is ones around. Or
Davari seems to be a favorite amongst a lot of people.
Okay.
But they say it's a bit old and dated, but it's still a beautiful hotel.
And what about like an Airbnb for a few days or a week? I mean, that might be a possibility to check out. Do your research, and you can find Coopersville on the map, so you can see the distance, where your hotel would be. Possibly something down near the beach.
Davari would be a nice one. What would you say, honey? Yep. What would be the best hotel for Javon there? In Jomtien, close to Coopersville. Tribe Hotel?
The Tribe.
Okay, the Tribe Hotel, Darlene says.
Davari, but Davari has a view.
Javari's got the sea view, yes.
Yeah, but Tribe doesn't have a view.
Tribe doesn't have the sea view.
Yeah.
But it's closer to us.
Yes.
There you go. Two for you to consider there. Yeah, gotcha, honey.
Javon Styles, if that rent for the Sky Residence is $1,000 or less, and they will let me rent it for 3 to 6, I'll take it. For my 2-month deposit is ready.
It is less than $1,000 a month, and it is super, super beautiful place. If I could, I'd live there.
Who's in that one?
Well, I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
Yeah, we got several people in there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and I don't like to put out what people do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, because they may not want that known. So I respect their privacy, and I don't do that on the channel.
Mr. B.
Yeah, I'll just say we have subscribers in there rather than say who they are. They may not want people knowing for privacy reasons. I got to respect that. But yeah, it is under $1,000 a month, and it's wow, beautiful.
Yeah. There's something
Big
for
balconies, huge
everybody's budget
balconies
here.
over Pattaya, overlooking Pattaya. Great for watching the fireworks over New Year. As it's facing that side, and then
Yep.
the other side of the building is facing at Pratchamac Hill and over at Kolarn Island. So you're going to get the beautiful orange sunsets. Oh, it's fantastic.
$1,000 a month will get you a top place in a beautiful
Oh, yeah.
area and building.
Yeah.
You know, and there's lots of units at $300 a month that are decent and quality, and you're still living in Thailand in neither case. So there's something for everybody's budget. And you know, the bigger your budget, the nicer building, nicer amenities, better views you'll get. So, but yeah, I'm happy here it does it.
Yeah.
Javon Styles referring to the renter that's upgrading.
I'll tell you what I'll do, Javon. I'll give him a call later on today, and I'll find out because he's moving into the one 2 floors below him. So he's moved from the 8th floor to the 6th floor because it's bigger and same price. So I'll call him and ask him if there's already a renter for his place, and if not, I'll put you in touch. I'll see if I can give you his details if it's okay with him.
Good.
So I will ask before giving somebody's details out. I don't give them out without asking.
Cerebral aptitude, is value added tax refundable by just going to the airport, or is it refundable only when flying out?
No, you actually have to be flying out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And you can get the VAT receipt here, and then you take it to the Bangkok airport. Once you go through passport control, you then go to the VAT booth, which is in the terminal, there by all the duty-free shops and restaurants. Then you can claim your VAT back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never
If not
done it.
everybody to go and do it and just keep it in Thailand.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Lenny, good morning, Cooper and Brooke. Is there a difference in location of Muang Pattaya and the Pattaya? The Airbnb lists a lot of units in Muang Pattaya. Always enjoy the show.
Yes, Muang is central Pattaya.
Oh, that's the difference. Okay.
Yes. And then Pattaya can be
Quite
anywhere.
big.
It's
Yeah.
a big area, including parts of the dark side are also called
Oh, that's
Pattaya.
good to know. I did not know
So
that.
Muang means central.
Well, boy.
Yeah.
Pick up some good tips here in this channel. Dennis L., there he is. Good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Bitcoin Bro. Oh, sorry, great meet and greet last night. Yes, Dennis. The missus had plenty of fun. She did.
She did. She was out there with the girls.
Hanging
Dennis.
with the
She was
girls,
smiling,
laughing and
she was
carrying
laughing.
on. Yeah.
And that makes a difference. When you're coming out here as a married couple, the guys, easy to make friends with. There's lots of us guys here. The girls, probably about 5 to 10% are girls that have joined the community. So it's great when they meet up with the other girls because they can have a blast and enjoy
Sure.
themselves too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And women doesn't, they
So-
get along, hardly women do with
So-
anybody.
So what's Brooke's motto? Happy life.
Happy wife.
There you go.
Cerebral aptitude. Info for Mike's taxi service.
I
Check it on the
it's on the Facebook group.
Facebook page many times. And
Yeah, people have posted it
they'll
there.
do there is a copycat. So yeah, get on the Facebook. The guys will tell you the number to call, and
Yeah.
they'll get it looked after, and their email as well. So, and they're great. They're dependable. I mean, I've used them a few times. You've used them a few times. And
Yeah.
everyone says how great they are. So.
And there she is, Annie.
Annie Martin. Hello, everyone. Last night's meet and greet was the best fun I've had in ages. And thanks to Cooper for all the extra here's how advice that he really goes the extra mile to provide. Yes.
And thank you, Annie. It was a pleasure to meet you too.
Anne's been on the live stream for quite a
What,
while. And it
Waiting to
was
sell
nice
her
to meet her
home,
last
come
night.
out here. She's been here about 10 days, loving it.
Yep.
I said, any regrets? No.
No.
What's your thoughts? I love it.
Good. Good.
What do you think of your condominium complex? It's beautiful.
Good.
Yeah, love everything. So very happy and pleasure to meet you, Annie.
Yep. Ray Mayers, Ray, gents, can you remind me or all of us when the November meet and greet is? Okay. I remember you saying you were changing it due to your man boob reduction, or maybe it was your teeth procedure.
Yeah, we are going to try and change it, I think, to the 12th. We'll update you closer to the time, folks. That's
Definitely it'll
only
be put on
penciled in
the-
right now.
Yeah, and it'll be put on the Facebook page.
And we'll post it on the Facebook group page and also on our live streams.
Live streams coming up.
Yeah.
So
Bear with us.
Alfa Romeo, I'm so jealous.
I told you he was jealous. Look at that. But he's a great guy.
He
and
is, yeah.
I agree with you. He should retire early. He's got enough money to do it. Yeah. But he's loyal to the company. He's one of those company man.
Most people in the West, they're similar. They're originally planned for a Western retirement, likely. And so, you have that budget in your mind. And but you realize when you get to Thailand, guys, you probably could cut that budget by half, which means you could have retired a lot sooner. But and then other people, and I was included, you kind of have this work ethic that Jesus, you got to work. You feel better when you're working, and if you don't have a job, oh geez, that's never happened. So, but yeah.
Well, I met a subscriber last night for the very first time. Again, I don't put people's names out, and he said to me, Cooper, I've been here 3 months, but this is my first time coming to the meet and greet. I've been following your channel, for almost a year now. And you're the reason I came out here. He says, I was budgeting for $10,000 a month in the West for his retirement. He says, Coop, he says, I can't even spend $1,500 here.
Yeah.
He says, I'm going out to eat every single day and I'm spending under $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
He says, I owe you everything. I says, no, you don't. I said, just a simple handshake and a thank you is more than enough. And hey, here you go. Let me introduce you to everybody here.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, because we think in dollar terms in the US and don't realize that you can literally retire on Thailand for 80% of what you thought you would need in the West. That is the huge difference.
True that. Dave Geyser, I'm going to swim today for the first time. How do I get in?
Climb the fence. No.
Just piggyback in somebody on the side exits or, wait till somebody's walking through the middle. You're fine.
Yeah, get with Montana. He's got a key.
Montana has a key. And
or just contact Brooke on Facebook Messenger. He'll open the door for you. I'm going to be out filming today, folks.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not going to be able to be at the pool meet. So I'll be out filming today with Sean. And probably be here on Thursday swimming. Yeah.
So Dustin Grand Park 2 has security, and basically now you need your key card
to get through reception.
Yeah, at either side, which most people use probably the sides. They don't track through the central office type of thing. And the sides, I mean, there's always people coming and going. So somebody's scanned the card, they're starting to walk through. You just walk in behind them, and that's fine. People do it all the time. So,
115 people online and watching us. Please hit the thumbs up.
Make Darlene
if you're
smile.
enjoying the show, it's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe too.
Alfa Romeo at Cerebral. My experience for value-added tax refund was outbound international flights.
Correct.
Make sure the receipts are properly stamped from the vendor to collect the value-added tax.
That's another thing. If you're buying something that's you can claim the VAT back, make sure they stamp the receipt.
Okay.
If it's not stamped, they won't give it to you.
So what are you buying that you claim?
Gold.
That? Okay.
Jewelry. Electronics. You can claim the VAT back on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, like, if you're here for 2 or 3 months, you can just keep those receipts.
Yeah,
like,
take
accumulate
them
them.
Yeah.
Year or two, you could accumulate them all. And
No. It's just a certain time frame. There's got to be a time frame. But so
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So providing it's still new, then
I've never ever looked into doing that claim back. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I know a guy that bought a very nice watch here, very expensive watch, and he took it back to Australia and got his VAT back on it.
Oh, wowzer.
Yeah.
Here though, he got the tax back here
at the airport. Yeah.
Javon Styles, do people buy homes and add pools later, assuming they have the space and the property?
Yep. I know several people that do that because here's the thing, Javon. A lot of people, they mark up the price 40% because it's got a pool.
Yeah.
I look at many houses and I think to myself, that's a nice house, but it's not worth more than 5 million baht to me.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to put a pool in? Depends on the size of the pool, anywhere from 200,000 to 500,000 baht.
Okay.
So somewhere between 6,000 and 15,000 US dollars to put a pool in. And that's including the pump and everything else.
Yeah. And they
Does
want another
that-
2 million on the house, probably.
Does that equate to raising the price up by an extra, 70, 80,000 US dollars? No, it doesn't.
No.
But, that's what they think. I got a pool villa, therefore it's worth X amount more.
Yeah.
And they're marking them up, in my opinion, 40 to 50% more than what they're actually worth. So there are talks right now that we're talking about doing is a group of us plugged together. We're going to buy some land. They want to call it Coopersville. And then 10 of us are going to build houses on that land and build our own gated community.
Wouldn't that be something?
That's something that we're all talking about doing.
So any of you developers out there coming to Thailand to retire, you can be in charge of the project.
Yeah.
Buy the land and
Anybody can build the house to any style they want.
yeah, have to get it subdivided, fit the lots up, and
But that's something that we're in talks about now, possibly doing in the very near future.
yeah.
Rather than buying one that's already built and paying the the agent's fees, because they price up for agent fees and developer fees and all this. It'd be easier just for us to buy the land and put it in company name, and then and then everybody just builds their own house on there and they
Who
get their own
knows?
plot. And I think that'd be a fantastic idea. Maybe
I
you
would-
can come in on with us if you want.
Well, Giovanna is, and I've said this many times, first trip here, rent for a year, get to see everything, get to know all the areas, and you have time to tour around properties.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Coop's done videos where one in particular, that villa, I'd rent that in a heartbeat, Brooke. You know what I mean? And if it was available. So, you right place, the right time, you find a spot like that, things might work out.
Yeah.
Mike, obviously I joke about Brooke's Kung Fu moves, but your information is invaluable to people looking for encouragement. Thank you both.
And thank you,
I
Mikey.
do have wicked Kung Fu moves, but no, I enjoy the gym here. I found actually a nice gym, a nicer one I'm going to join.
Okay.
And it's down on Second Road there, Jumped In Gym.
Why would you pay to go to a gym when you got 2 gyms here for free?
I'll tell you why I'd pay for that, because that's more what I'm used to. This here is Mickey Mouse. This here is good enough for most people.
Uh-huh.
But listen, I'm a bodybuilder. So
Yeah, I can
what are
see
you
it.
laughing at? No, the equipment, there's way more equipment at the gym, and it's like 1,100 baht a month. So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And interesting thing, it's a finger point scan to get in the gym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty wicked. But no, the amount of equipment is there is fantastic. Montana showed me where it was, and then we went in together, look around, and
So what were the membership costs like that for that gym?
well, I told you 1,100 a month on a 6
1,100.
months. If you do it just a 1 month at a time, which you can, it's like 13.50, so maybe
Okay.
$40. But if you do I would do the 6 month, because that's when my lease is up here,
Mhm.
and that's November 1st. So I'll start that November 1st. But,
Okay.
yeah, and it's close by, guys. So you just I could walk there. I'll probably just hop on the bike and and do that. But
So it's about $33 a month.
yeah,
That's
and
not bad.
I find with more equipment like that, like this is getting busy here now, guys, with the amount of people.
Yeah.
Busy
Tourist
season,
season,
and
yeah.
it's understandable.
Yeah.
And the gyms here are fantastic. I mean, the treadmills, the bikes, I use them every day. Then the next one is the weight room, but it's it's got like 3 machines. You know what I mean? The gym I'm looking at, it's just like 40 machines. So it shows you the difference, right? You can get more specific on your workouts, and you will spend longer in a gym like that, which is healthier for you.
Okay.
Enough of that rant.
I'll get, after a month, I'll get your honest review on it.
I will.
Yeah.
W Secrets to Success regarding keeping your cell number while retired overseas. Tello Mobile is best option I found thus far. Okay.
Okay, I've never heard of that Tello
No,
Mobile.
Tello. Maybe he meant T, but maybe not.
Yeah,
Tello. No, I haven't
maybe
heard.
it's T-Mobile, but it's come up Tello for some
Yeah,
reason.
let us know on that.
Yeah,
W.
let us know, W. What is Tello and how's it work and what's the prices?
Yeah. Mike, everything Cooper just said, I'm also a vet who loves his country, but I'm also disgusted where my country is today. I'm so done.
I feel that way.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Yeah. I feel
Now
like
Trump's gonna hopefully win. I think by
I
the
personally don't give a damn who wins.
Oh, I do, because I think he's gonna fix all the problems.
I'm not going back. So
He'll
I
get on the
personally
phone,
don't
and
care.
the Middle East to be solved, and Ukraine will be solved, and
Yeah, as long as I'm still getting my disability and Bitcoin's still going up, I'm happy.
Bitcoin will go up better with
I
Trump.
don't give a damn about anything else going on over there. I really don't.
And I'm not even American. I don't get to vote,
Yeah.
but he'll fix Trudeau too. Cerebral aptitude. Ditto, sir. Ex-Air Force forcing wokeness and fighting. I too feel the country I served has gone insane. I feel good about my decision to leave. Have a good stream. Good night, sirs. Yeah, you'll love it here, Cerebral.
Yeah. And it'd be a pleasure to finally meet you in person, brother.
We'll
really
have fun.
will.
Yep. Mark Schaefer. Hello, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Cooper, I know you came to Thailand from the Philippines and spent time in Dubai and the UK. When did you live in the US?
I lived in the U.S. up until my 20s when I joined the Army.
Okay.
And then when I joined the Army, my very first assignment outside the U.S. was Iraq, you know.
Okay.
So we landed in Kuwait City, and we were one of the first ones over the Iraqi border, chasing the Iraqis out of Kuwait. And I ended up doing my 4 years in the Army, and then got picked up as a defense contractor. And I had a secret clearance in the Army, and I was in logistics, and they were setting up a logistic army, a mobilization unit for the U.S. Army and the Navy. And they needed people with experience and boots on the ground. And, you know, when they waved that dollar sign check at me, you know, signing on bonus, I was like, no brainer, you know, because it was like 5 times the amount of what my reenlistment bonus was going to be for reenlisting in the Army for another 4 years. So I was like, no brainer, I'll take that, you know.
Yep.
And it was a company called Halliburton, which then changed its name to KBR.
Yep.
And that's how I started out my defense career. And I worked as a defense contractor for 20 years, and only going home back to the States during R&R.
Yep.
You know, so from the day I left the U.S., when I got mobilized to Iraq, I never lived in the U.S. again. I was a defense contractor overseas and just went back for vacations.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But no, we didn't live in Dubai. We lived in Kuwait. And I was a
okay.
defense contractor at Arifjan Army Base and American Army Base in Kuwait.
There you go. Dave Geyser, I spoke with several folks last night who gave up their Medicare Part B. I thought I'd invest that money in Bitcoin. What are your thoughts? Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
Smart move, Davey.
Very smart move.
Anyway, listen, Bitcoin is it's a store of wealth. Don't consider it a currency. And it's something like smart investors buy and hold.
Yeah.
It's been proven over decades, if you buy and hold on the right products, you know, that's the best way to invest. Don't be a day trader. They, you know, tend to make it. But Bitcoin is similar because of the volatility. You don't want to be checking it every 5 or 10 minutes. Just buy, hold it, and put it away. And then in 5 years, you'll wish you bought more. So I told Coop the other day, I says, look at, you know, we're buying Bitcoin at 50, 60. We'll be buying it at 100. We'll be buying it at 200. We'll be buying it at 500. You know what I mean? Because it's going to keep going and going and going.
And you don't need to buy a whole Bitcoin. You
can buy $100 worth, $50 worth, $500 worth, whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, unlike me, who, you know, I'm maybe called a maximist or maximalist or whatever it is on Bitcoin, take 5%, 2%, 1%, 10% of your portfolio and diversify it into Bitcoin. It won't, it will make for the best returns, in my opinion, of your whole portfolio. So, and it is a diversification. So, yep, do your research, look into it, and you'll be impressed.
Yeah. And everybody missed me. Look at missed me, and you look at the comments. It looks like they lost power. Tim P says your stream is hung up, and SOS says Brett in Alaska, and then I posted. Yeah, sorry, folks. They just turned off the electricity to clean the generators. It takes them about 2 minutes, and then they pop it straight back on. So we were back live on air, and we'll continue from there.
Jan Florzak, GM. Good morning, gents. I hope you're well. We are still in October, end of year, 100K Bitcoin. That's my guess, Jan.
That's my guess. 100,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mikey, Thailand doesn't understand the importance of Cooper's Thai adventure.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be good to build a community.
Sure.
I know I show a lot of properties because that's the number one thing people say to me is, Coop, I get it in emails. Where do I live? I don't know the areas. Well, I'm filming the property so you can see the areas and see what's around you and what you want. And we're going to be coming away from the properties and going into a lot more fun things on the channel as high season kicks in, and a lot less properties to be able to show that are available. So yeah, during the low season when we can get in and they're not full and we could show the studio, the 1 bedroom, the 2 bedroom we do, and the pool villas and the houses and Thai style houses, for foreign style houses, houses without pools that are in gated communities. We show it all. Because everybody's got different things that they want. Some people are coming out with big dogs,
Yeah.
and they want a house. We've got several subscribers here. I got a subscriber that came to a meet and greet about 4 months ago. They brought a big husky with them from America, and they're renting a Thai style house
Part of the family.
for 15,000 Thai baht a month.
Wow, that's a deal.
But they're happy with
Yep.
that. Okay, it's not westernized, but they like, hey, this is in our budget. I'm happy. I can westernize it bit by bit,
Sure.
as living here. They don't plan on going anywhere. They want to rent that house until the day they die.
Yeah.
And they have a good arrangement with the owner. So yeah, we will be changing the channel and moving things in a different direction. And we did that last year during high season, and we'll do it this year too. And then I asked everybody, can they hear me? And many people replied loud and clear, yeah, we're back. And thank you for all the feedback. And we'll move on. Mark Schaefer said, no, Brooke. Yeah, he's back with us.
Robert Pierpont, here's a funny fact. Guns are fine here in the U.S., but in some states, such as Ohio, Chinese throwing stars are illegal. Make sense of that.
I know, because here in Thailand, Chinese throwing stars are legal. Nunchucks are legal.
Wow.
Ninja swords are legal. You can buy them at the night bazaar, no problem. All day long, they sell them in there. You can get lighters that look like hand grenades here.
Wow.
But guns are only available for those with Thai citizenship.
Well, Canada is different than the States. There's really no guns. Well, the criminals have them.
Yeah.
But no,
I mean,
no
the
one else
police
can.
have guns here,
Yeah.
on the holsters, but I never feel intimidated. I don't feel like in a traffic stop, in America, they're pulling the guns out, their holsters are walking up to your car. You ran that stop sign. Why are you taking a gun out?
Here.
Because I ran a stop sign. I didn't see it. The bush was overgrown, whatever. And you're pulling your gun out at me.
Yeah, that's
and asking me for my driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. You know what? That never happens.
No.
They don't take their guns out of holster unless somebody else has got a gun and they're firing at them.
Yeah.
It's
so different here.
Yeah,
different
you don't feel
mentality.
intimidated over here
No,
with the police.
not a bit.
Like you do in the West.
Phil T, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all well. We are.
And thank you, Phil, for coming on. And here you go, somebody you haven't seen for a long time.
BB, Javon La Winta Hotel across from Rompo Market. Walk to Dusit Grand Park 2. There you go.
Have you stayed in that one, BB? Have you ever been inside there? I'm trying to get one of these very nice for Javon.
Why? It's real close.
There we go. It's come back off and on. You're back on.
Okay. Gary Hart, good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. We're late in joining the live stream, but wanted to say hi. Well, thank you.
And hello, Jerry. Thank you
Jerry.
for coming on and joining us. We're going to be signing off soon. We're at 1 hour, 50 minutes.
Javon Styles, thanks, BB. I appreciate all the hotel recommendations. I'm writing all of this down. Yeah, good. Eric McClintock, hello, guys, from Scottsdale, Arizona. Appreciate your consistency with all the live shows and videos. So much good information. April 26th. Can't come soon enough.
Yeah.
Wowzer.
Yeah.
Well, that's over a year, though.
He's doing the right thing. He's planning a year
ahead. Yep.
Planning ahead.
Yep. So. Get your Bitcoin bought, Derek, and keep watching your videos, and you'll be happy when you get off the plane.
And if it's too long for you, Derek, and you're thinking, my God, that's a long way off. That's a year and a half off. Get yourself a mini vacation and come over here and say hello to everybody.
Yeah, sure. you won't want to leave. Juwan Styles, Coop, any Black or Filipino husband-free subscribers? Asking for myself.
Any Black or Filipino husband-free?
Husband-free
In other words,
subscribers.
single ladies. I know exactly what you're talking. And there was a couple single ladies that turned up to the meet and greet last night that were friends of guys that have Thai wives, and their friends turned up as well. So there was a couple single ladies that went there. It was good.
Juwan, you won't have any issues at all
Finding a woman here.
meeting oodles of them.
I mean, I've got subscribers here that been here maybe 6 months, and they'll tell me, Coop, since I've been here, I've had like 5 girlfriends. I was like, why 5? Well, I'm still looking for the right one.
Yeah.
This one don't work out, I'll move on to the next one.
Mm.
And I said to one of them last night, and I'm tempted to put his name out, but I won't embarrass him. And I said, well, you're not exactly Brad Pitt, are you? I said, neither one of us are. He says, I know. He says, we're both ugly, ain't we, Coop? And we can get women here like it's taking candy off a baby. He says, it's so easy to find a woman here and start dating. He says, it's not like in the West.
No.
You know, he says, they don't care what you look like as long as you're a decent person.
Yeah.
And that's what matters to him.
As Malcolm said, in the West, the girl's the prize. In here, the man's the prize.
It's different.
It's different here, man.
Completely different. You're going to get a big wake up call, Javon.
And he said to me, you know, I kind of mentioned, I says, boy, if young people in the West knew how nice it is here and the lovely women and they're friendly and they'd be coming here. And he says, nah, the women here wouldn't look at them. They want the older guy. Been there, done that, you know? Yeah, you had a point. Daniel Hall, Danny Vega.
Hello,
laughing out
Danny.
loud.
Yeah.
Matthew Christopher, thanks for the meetup. It was great chatting to everyone. Keep up the good work. Oh, Matthew, yep.
Yeah, and thank you, Matthew. It's great
He's
to meet
over
you
doing a
last night.
checkout, and hopefully, you know, works out for you.
Hmm.
Hunter Orion pulled the trigger this weekend and bought my flight for Thailand for January, February. Good. Probably just missed the meet and greet, so we'll hit the pool with the gang upon arrival. Can't wait.
It'd be fantastic
Yeah,
having
no
you here.
worries.
We welcome everybody here.
Yep. Daniel Hall, Danny Vega, more TNA at the gym. Juwan Styles, Coop, please tell me you're seriously thinking of buying land and building homes. Will it absolutely be the first investor? We just rent until the project complete. I'll say 666, hoping it means I'm serious.
I am serious. I'm dead serious about it. And the reason I'm serious about it, folks, is because I see the markup for these homes and I see it firsthand. But here's what you guys don't see, and girls that are watching the channel. You don't see the amount I turn down. You only see what I put on the channel. The amount I turn down is double the amount that I film.
Oh.
I only film 1 in 3 places because I think they're too extortionate. And I say, I'm not putting this on my channel. Some are, you know, extortionate, and then some are way over the top. And it's the ones that are way over the top. I get there and I'm like, no way. You know, this place is worth like 1 million baht and you're asking 30 million. Okay. You know, what the heck? You know, I'm going to be a laughing stock on YouTube and I'll lose all of my subscribers. I'm not going to do that, folks. You know, just because somebody's trying to rip off a foreigner thinking, you know, I can get this, you know, no, I don't. And, you know, okay, I have filmed some penthouses that are pretty expensive, but then they're penthouses and they are meant to be expensive, you know, like when we filmed the Riviera Monaco, and I showed the 4-bedroom unit that they had with a maid's room. That was 20 million baht. Well, that's worth every penny of 20 million baht, you know, when you price everything in and the quality and the, you know, the material that they're using. Yep. You're not getting stuff made at Kmart, you know, you're getting the top branded stuff, and it looks absolutely amazing. You know, quartz countertops. Quartz ain't cheap. You know, it's not a tile countertop, you know, or, you know, a
granite,
you know, granite,
it's,
you know, or concrete. It's quartz.
The
quartz
real McCoy.
Yeah, it's expensive, you know, so you know when you're getting top quality. That I don't mind putting on the channel because, okay, I can see the buildmanship, you know, and that it's worth it. But I do actually vet everything before I film it. And even though I go into a condo complex and I think, oh, they're asking too much for rent for this, I'll still put it on the channel. Why do I put it on the channel? Because you can see for yourself if you like that complex. Yeah. I've got condos I put on the channel that some of them, are asking like 20,000 baht. I'll use for an example for a 1 bedroom, and I'll get in the comments, "Hey, I live there. I'm only paying 15." Yeah, because you got a different landlord.
Mm,
Yeah,
true.
you were able to work out a deal with your landlord. Maybe this landlord here is a Thai person and this is the price they want. I'm just showing you the property. I don't expect you to like the prices, but I'll show you the property. And maybe you can get a deal with a different landlord to get it even cheaper, like some people that live there. So I have no control over the price.
Mm.
Only thing I have control of is saying, this is the place, folks. What do you think of it?
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Javon, to answer your question, we are dead serious about doing that.
John Bain, definitely high season. Last Tuesday, I took a bus to the airport at 2:30. I've been at Jomtien Station since around 12:20. Long line spilling outside. On the way back, arrived airport at 1. Next seat was 3:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. They're
Busy season.
Yeah.
Everything's busier. Alfa Romeo, short pause in the live stream. Perfect time to pick up more Satoshi. Thanks for the advice, 8 gents.
And you're very welcome.
Alpha's buying some Bitcoin.
It's
Daniel Hall, Danny Vega, Dick Cheney's company. He's talking about Halliburton.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
John Bain. And last week when I rode back, bus to Jomtien, cafes along Beach Road, restaurants were much busier than 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. High season's kicked in.
They're coming in every day now, guys.
Yeah. And the busiest time is going to be April. Songkran.
Yeah, probably.
Packed here.
Oh, Chinese, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
W Secrets, Brooke, what's the best Bitcoin ETF that pays you high dividends? Okay, well, first off, you're not going to get dividends on your ETFs currently. So the 2 I recommend are IBIT, which is BlackRock's, and the second is Fidelity, FBTC.
Yeah.
And that's the difference is BlackRock uses Coinbase to custody their coins, and that's okay. They're regulated. But Fidelity self-custodies. And I kind of told Coop that's who I'd go with, and he did. When I get around to buying the ETFs, I don't do it now. I would go with Fidelity. And what I do to say it's not a dividend, but I generate income is I buy the miners, MicroStrategy as well, and I sell calls. It's called covered calls at higher prices out, a few months at a much higher price, and I collect the premium, and I keep that regardless of what happens to the pricing. So that's how you can do it. But currently there's none of them paying a dividend.
No.
But the ETFs have been approved to have option trading on them.
Yes.
And that will allow you to do similar to what I'm doing. You buy your ETFs, you can sell an option out later at a higher price and collect the premium and keep that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a dividend in a way.
Yeah.
Do your check out some videos on covered calls is the point first, so you're familiar. Tim P. Coop, it's ironic you mentioned Halliburton. I worked for them in the oil patch in the late 70s here in Alberta when I enlisted in the military as a high school dropout. Yep.
Yeah.
Halliburton
was a great company.
Yeah.
It changed when it went to KBR.
Sure.
A lot of red tape came in, and it just wasn't what it was.
Yeah.
So I stopped working for Halliburton, and then I went on to work for a company called ITT, which is then changed its name to Vectrus. So if anybody knows who that is, and I worked in Kuwait from Iraq, and then I left Iraq and I went to go work in Afghanistan, and for another company over there, and they were called AC First. And I worked over there until almost the end of the Afghanistan war. And then I went back to Kuwait and worked in Kuwait again, back for Vectors.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Little history there. Live and learn with Mike. My plan is to build a home in Thailand. I will start searching for property.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to build my own home. I built several homes. You saw the home I built in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Okay, it was. I didn't build the home. I built the extension.
Big
and everything.
renovation.
I did a huge renovation and modernized it to Western standards. And I think I did a pretty good job with that.
We did.
Yeah, and I put it on YouTube. The video
I
is
used
on
to
YouTube.
visit you occasionally there.
What, during the renovation? Were you there?
No, no, no,
Well, you were
once it
there
was
when I
done.
finished the renovation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you saw what it looked
Basically,
like before.
daily I would be over there.
Yeah.
No, it was nice. Very nice
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Javon Styles, Coop, you can you WhatsApp me your line ID? Couldn't find you there.
Yeah, I can. I've
Okay.
got send me a WhatsApp message, Javon, and just send me your line because I may forget. I'm going to be out filming later today, so I'll get to it when I get back tonight.
El Romeo, Brooke, I opened a small position on Tesla today on the dip. Good for you.
Mm.
Waiting to Thursday for the earnings call, then buy more if price dips again. Yeah,
Tesla's another one I think is going to
yeah,
go way
I'm
up
looking at. I don't have enough Tesla. You know, my minor bags are big enough. My MicroStrategy is big enough. I would definitely look. I'm getting more Tesla. As
I'm
time
thinking of
permits.
selling some of my miners and then buying more Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla's down right now, and Alpha's right. Like I think usually after the earnings call, it might even drop a little more. Get in there.
Yeah,
because people don't realize Tesla is not a car company.
No,
Tesla is a technology company.
Mhm.
The robots, the spaceships, the
cell phones,
the
the
cell phones
Neuralink.
coming, the Neuralinks. You know, hello guys, it's that Optimus robot alone is I can see a 10x in Tesla.
Cyber taxi, all that stuff. Yeah,
7, 8 years.
The price is going to go. The stock shares is going to go through the roof when all
and
this
you can
comes
do
out.
covered calls in Tesla too, so there is a way to generate income. They don't pay a dividend, but Chris Wheeler, there he is, just saying hi, guys. Not going to beat you up today. I'll see you soon enough. Yep.
Okay, Chris.
Thank you. Tony Montana, see you at the pool, Brooke, this afternoon. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care. Yep.
And
see
you
Tony.
too, Tony.
Mike, I'm also interested investor in Cooper's World. Cooper's Will.
Yeah, it's something I'm seriously I want to do. I just got to find the right area and the land.
Yeah, and you need the
That's going to take time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Need the right lawyers.
It's in the beginning, very, very, very beginning stages to do that.
Double Take Entertainment. Hi guys from Oshawa, Ontario. Know it well. I was looking at condos online and I saw the own apartment is 5 million baht. And the same apartment on foreign owned is 12 million. There you well, yeah, that can be true. Definitely listen, the Thais have a different pricing structure than
I've never seen it that great.
Not that great. No.
Normally it's about 20% difference.
If it was 5 for a Thai, I could see 6 or 7 max for a foreign owned. Yeah. So usually there's not that much of a difference, but El Romeo, Coop, you continue to keep it real condo videos. As you know, I've been to Thailand many times. Yes, you have. And seen many different condos, hotels that are not valued at WHT they asked for. What the hell they asked for? Good work being selective. Yeah.
I have to be.
Well, and I know sometimes I go, hey, Coop, did you visit? No, it's a dump. You know what I mean? Like some of the guys, he won't put dumps on. Even though the price might be lower, it ain't worth it, right?
Yeah. You know, when I go there, I've been to some condominium complexes, and I'll be honest with you folks. I keep it real on the channel. I've been to some condominium complexes, and there's one not far from here that they wanted me to go in and film. It was a 3-bedroom. They're only asking $20,000 a month, so I thought it piqued my attention. Okay, a 3-bedroom for $20,000. That's a damn good deal.
Yeah.
And I went there to go look at filming it. When I got in there, the cupboards in the kitchen and also the wardrobes in the bedroom were all infested with termites.
Ooh.
And there was one cupboard that was hanging by one screw. And the owner was there, and I said, "You want to rent it out like this?" "Oh yeah, the foreigner will make all the improvements themselves."
Oh, really? Yeah. No.
I took one look at the agent. It wasn't Sean; it was another agent.
Yeah.
This is going back some time ago. And I took one look at the agent and said, "I'm not filming it." And they're like, "What? What? We told the owner we're going to." No, I'm not filming it. I said, I expected it to be in reasonable condition. It's not got to be in tip-top condition and super modern, but reasonable condition to live in. That was nowhere near reasonable. I walked out And I had everybody upset. The agent was upset. The owner was upset. Darlene didn't know which way to look. She jumped in the pickup truck, and didn't want to know part of it. I'm saying, no way. I'm not putting this on my channel. Heck no.
Okay, good.
And I walked straight out of there. I wouldn't do it. No way.
Let's get through these questions quickly now.
Yeah.
Fred Quinn, hi. Do you recommend a bank with branches in Jomtien in which you can pay bills with online banking and no language difficulties?
Bangkok Bank.
Bangkok Bank's great.
That's the one they set you up when you get your retirement visa here, Fred, and it works fantastic.
What's the other bank you like?
Krungsee.
Krungsee and
Those are 2
Siam
months.
banks. I think another.
Yeah.
So there's lots here. They're all good.
Yeah.
So you'll be good, Fred. John Bain, just visiting Phuket for a week, still running at Orient Condo. Okay.
You have to let us know what your thoughts are after being there for a week with John.
Robert Pierpoint, want to know how much America has changed. Dick Cheney supports and says he's voting for Harris, not Trump. Oh, Jesus, there you go.
I really don't care,
No.
Robert. And I don't mean that offensively at you, brother. I really don't care about presidency anymore. I don't care about any of it. You'll see when you're here. It doesn't affect you.
No, it won't affect you.
The only laws you're concerned about is the ones in Thailand.
I just feel with Trump in power, the world will be a lot stabler.
And me personally, I don't give a damn.
Well, I do.
I don't.
Okay, next, please. W Secrets to Success. Guys, Telomobile is a wireless wholesaler using the Verizon network. Okay, good to know that.
Thank you for
Never
that
heard of
W.
John Bain, my father, cousin, and god sister are in Bangkok. They're headed for Ketchenbury today and Chiang Rai tomorrow. They come to Jomtien next week, pre-birthday. Okay, good.
Fantastic. Yeah, it is his birthday coming up. He did invite us to his party, but unfortunately, we've got our live stream, so couldn't go.
Okay. Robert Pierpont, SpaceX is not part of Tesla, though. It's private. Okie dokie. Javon Styles, this live stream has been so informative. I'm smiling, thinking of my parents' dream home in Coopersville Estates. Sent you coffees during the blackout just to say thanks. Keep up the good work.
Well, even my cell service went off because it's connected to the Wi-Fi. But if you did, let me just check. And you're absolutely right. You did. Sorry for that, Javon. And it says you bought us 5 coffees, and spiked Irish coffees are for whoever made the wise decision to move. November's meet and greet to the 12th, 1 week after I arrive. Can't wait to finally meet everyone in person. And thank you for that, Javon. God bless you, brother.
Thank you, Javon. We'll have fun at the meet and greet.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, again, looking at Airbnb for a reference, what would you say the average rent is compared to it? 75%, 60? Please fill in the blank.
Depends which one it is, Willie. Airbnb prices tend to be a lot more than the rental prices.
Yeah, you'll get a discount. I'm familiar with like if you book a month, you'll get a big discount on some of them. Not all, but quite a few. But it might be ideal just for 3-4 days, get your boots on the ground, get established till you know where you want to go, or a week. So you just got to play with the figures, and the dates to see. But that's one to look at. Hotels, you probably don't want to book a hotel for a month. Might be too expensive, but it might be a 2 or 3 day option for you as well. And, just give you time to research where you want to stay for a month or longer.
Yeah. So we're going to answer the last 3, and then we've got to wrap it up. Folks, we're at 2 hours and 9 minutes here, and I got to get ready to go filming.
Yeah. Mike, thank you, Coop. I would never consider a dump to rent ever.
No,
yeah,
I won't. I won't put it on my channel.
Tim P, thank you, Coop, Brooke, and the show's producer, Darlene. Another great and informative stream. Hit that like button, guys. Make Darlene smile. Scott G, thanks, Cooper and Brooke, for information. Have a good day from New Zealand.
And you're very welcome, Scott, and everybody watching.
Alpha, thanks, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke, for another great live stream. Now only 63 days, 8 hours, 13 minutes, 3 seconds. And you know who's counting.
Yeah, and you know who's counting.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's it, folks, for today's live stream. Thank you to the 100 people that stayed all the way to the end that are currently watching. Give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And then come join us on the Facebook group where we have 1,600 of our subscribers on there. You can ask them questions. Almost 300 of them are boots on ground, and they would be more than happy to help you. One thing I will add before I finish this live stream, people have sent me emails complaining. And the complaint
about
that I've got, nope, not about your pricks with the ears there. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that on air. But anyways, no. What they've complained about is they've been kicked off the Facebook group.
Oh.
So people will subscribe to the YouTube channel, apply to join the Facebook group. They get on the Facebook group. The moment they get accepted in the Facebook group, they unsubscribe to the YouTube channel and I kick them off. Yeah, you're allowing them in, I'm kicking them off. And I'll get
Why,
emails. I've had
suspicion?
like half a dozen emails this week already from
Why
people
would they
angry.
unsubscribe?
That's exactly my point.
That doesn't make
And I
sense.
say, well, it's because you unsubscribed to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Well, I only subscribe. They'll reply, I only subscribe to join the Facebook. And once I'm in, I unsubscribe. Well, no, it's only for Facebook
Smart. Yeah.
subscribers.
Okay, good.
You know, that's the benefit of us spending all our hard time, you know, and work
Build the subscriber
building,
base.
building the subscriber base is for those that are on the Facebook group.
Yeah. Smart.
So for those of you that get upset because we're kicking you off the Facebook group, don't unsubscribe.
There you
It
go.
shows me that you no longer support the channel. You just want the benefits of the information and you're not supporting what we're doing. And that's a slap in the face. You slap me in the face, I slap back.
Okay.
So that is, I'm telling everybody that's watching and watching on the replay that if you subscribe to the Facebook, to the YouTube channel, just to join Facebook and then unsubscribe, you will be kicked off.
Bingo.
And that's it. And then they email me and say, I've just resubscribed. I want to go back on the Facebook group. I say no.
Oh, really?
I do
Okay.
say no
Yeah.
because you slapped me in the face once and I know you're going to
Oh,
do that
God.
again.
Naughty.
So no, I don't allow them back in the group.
Mikey
So-
says I'm staying tuned.
And thank you, Mike.
That's it.
And the 78 people that are still on thinking that I ended the show early without that little bit of tidbit.
Okay.
And they'll wonder, hang on, it's still going on for another 5 minutes. What did I just miss that Cooper said? So they'll have to go back and watch it. So until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned. Get your Bitcoin.